summer's beginning. Chirp, chirp. Ah, just listening to those cicadas was enough to make me sweat. It looked like today was going to be another hot day. Well, everybody said it would be a hot summer, but I just couldn't stand this heat every day. And they didn't talk about anything except the nationwide water shortage on the news. It was the same here as it was everywhere. Hey, BB10, don't cry, don't cry. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna be crying with laughter. Don't worry. This is actually very good. You could actually see how much the water level had fallen in the lake. Everybody was worried, so I guess it was natural that they were making a fuss. But the water still came out when you turned the faucet, so the whole thing didn't feel real. Anyway, I had something more important to worry about. It's all because of the drought. The level of the lake had fallen enough that archaeological ruins that were supposed to be hidden underwater had started to appear. There was supposed to be some romantic legend about those ruins, wasn't there? A story about a princess or something? Let's see, how did it end? I'd heard the story when I was little, but now I'd completely forgotten it. But still, it would be exciting to stand in the same place where a legend began. Which is how I ended up deciding to join the excavation in the ruins, even in this heat. Hey, Matt Newey. I had joined the history club because a friend invited me. I liked reading books, so it was fun to look stuff up. But I was usually shut up indoors, so I wasn't used to this terrible heat. It was just too much. I wished our club president had been considerate enough to schedule this in the early morning or the evening when I would at least have been a bit cooler. All members of the history club, please meet up at the public park in the castle grounds. Castle grounds? I guess they did have castles over there, huh? Don't cry, BB10. It's good. It's fine. What? Oh, yes. Sayori, you're slow. You're going to get left behind. Gotta hurry. This place had been underwater for so long that it was really difficult to walk. My shoes were getting all muddy. I should have worn some shoes I didn't mind getting dirty. Hey, wait up! I started to run as fast as I could, and then it happened. I tripped on something under my feet and stumbled wildly. Ah! I waved my arms around, but it was too late. There was nothing for me to grab hold of. Yeah! The view in front of me spun before my eyes. Ow! This is not lewd. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, Zen. You'll like it. It's got jokes. Not only was I covered in mud, I had landed hard on my rear end. What luck. Did something happen? I'm going on ahead. Wait! I was going to get left behind. Huh? What's that? Did I just see something glittering on the ground? Maybe it was a shard of glass. That was close. I was lucky I didn't get cut. For some reason, my interest had been piqued, and I looked more closely at the place under my feet where I had tripped. Uh-oh. Well, you get to see a little upskirt, too. Is that a stone? It was half buried in the mud, but had somehow caught the strong, high-noon sun. It glinted a strange green. Had I seen this stone before? This feeling. Somehow it was as if my heart were hurting. Oh shit. Pick it up. I forgot! All the things are timed! Alright, so I'm gonna have to, save. How do I save? I don't know how to save. I stretched out my hand and picked it up. My fingers were coated in mud, but I didn't care. I noticed there was a chain attached to the stone and that it was very heavy, like it might fall off without someone noticing. Pendant. It did look like the antique pendants I'd seen before in museums. The stone was surrounded by beautiful decoration. I wondered who it belonged to. There was no way the owner's name would be written on it, right? Hey, Sayori, hurry up! Are you hurt or something? Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm coming right now. But still, it bothered me. Cover her bottom of the menu. That's about as much lewdness as you're gonna get until the hot spring scene. There is a hot spring scene in this game. Whatever it was I had just picked up was all dirty. I tried rubbing it on my skirt, and slowly the stone appeared from under the caked-on mud. I held it up to the sun. That vibrant green. Could this possibly be jade? Jade. My mind was about to fly off on some wild fantasy. A gem, long untouched by human hands, waiting in these ruins. The idea was weirdly romantic. Sayori, enough already! Eek! I shook myself and looked up frantically, only to see the club president standing with her hands on her hips, looking as fierce as a temple guardian statue. It was pretty scary. I grasped the pendant tightly and hurried to stand up. I'm sorry, I guess I was spacing out a little. Well, that's no surprise in this heat, but if you kept sitting there, your brains were going to get fried in the sun. Hey, what's that? This is, well, nothing. Really? Get yourself together. Sorry, right. It wasn't that I meant to hide it or anything. I just wanted to investigate it a little bit more. No problem if I handed it over to the club president later, right? Perhaps I had been drawn in from the moment I saw the light sparkling off of it. If it weren't for that coincidence, it might never have been touched by human hands again. Maybe it had made me trip because it wanted somebody to find it. Like serendipity or something. Ah, your skirt is covered in mud. Mud. Sucks to be you. Huh? When I held up the back of my skirt and looked at it, it was indeed in terrible condition. Ah, unbelievable. Well, it's hot, so it should dry soon. Just shake it off and the mud will fall off. I guess so. Anyway, let's hurry up. If we stand here talking, the president will get mad again. Yeah. Once again, gripping the pendant tightly, I followed closely behind everyone else. Wow, I'm tired. We've really been walking all day. We ended up searching until evening, working by the light of the sunset. Sheesh. Was this the history club or the hiking club? The president is a monster. With the president this enthusiastic, the rest of the club suffered. I hadn't done this much walking since my middle school hiking trips, and frankly, I never wanted to walk that far again. Even though I took a long bath, my feet didn't stop aching, and my sunburned face and arms were throbbing. Ow. That's the last time I go out without sunscreen. I was going to blame the club presidents if I got a farmer's tan. I just hoped that my skin wouldn't peel, and my skirt was a mess too. What a day. Worrying about my probably sun-damaged hair, I blew it dry and fell into bed, where I dozed lightly. I'm exhausted. I was so sleepy. The fatigue overcame me all at once, but still I wanted to take one more look at that pendant. Shaking off the drowsiness, I wrapped myself in a towel and picked it up. When I'd taken a bath earlier, I'd brought it in with me, so the dirt had been all cleaned off. For some reason, pouring hot water over it and washing it carefully had been sort of fun. As I rinsed it, little by little, the pendant had begun to regain what must have been its original shine. When I held it up to the light, it seemed as if a soft green glow were emanating from the translucent stone. So pretty. Maybe it was jade after all. If it was, then I felt sorry for whoever dropped it. Jade was supposed to be pretty expensive. But I'd read in a magazine that there was lots of fake jade out there, too. Or maybe I was just wrong, and it was some other kind of stone. Maybe it was just plain glass. Was the chain silver? I thought so. But it was odd. It had been buried in the mud for so long, and it didn't look rusted at all. It just sparkled softly. A friend of mine who really loved silver had told me that it was difficult to take care of because it scratched so easily. The stone overflowing with rich light and the brightly shining silver ornaments. I bet it's something really expensive. Oh boy, what should I do? Maybe I shouldn't have just walked off with it after all. Now I was really starting to worry. But still, it had been in the middle of the lake. Even if I told somebody about it, I doubted the owner would turn up. No, that's just me being selfish. I'll bring it to the police station tomorrow. And until tomorrow, I had to take good care of it. I wondered if it would be okay to put it on for a bit. If my mother saw it, she might notice and wonder where I got something so expensive. It was no good. The more I thought, the sleepier I got. I was almost ready to pass out. It was time for bed. Clutching the pendant, I plopped my head down on the pillow. Whew. tomorrow I had to go back to the ruins too. Alright, let's get some sleep. Good night. I briefly hoped for good dreams. Help me, please. My feelings. My regrets. Huh? What? Please, help me. What? A voice? I could hear somebody's voice. Is somebody there? When I woke up, my room was bathed in green light. What is this? That green light spread throughout the room. It's a dream. There was no way this could be real. Definitely a dream. I was asleep and deep in REM. I was so tired that I was having a strange dream. That was it. That was definitely it. I always felt weird the night after a long hike. No way. Why was the room so full of light? And why was there a girl floating in thin air? Help me! Ah! I shut my eyes tightly. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4. When I got up to 20 sheep, I made myself open my eyes, hoping the dream had stopped. Ah! The sheep died horrible deaths. My room was definitely still full of green light. And there was definitely still a girl floating in the middle of that light. I had no idea who she was. I never laid eyes on her. But she was wearing that pendant around her neck, and the light was coming out of it. No way. Maybe she was a ghost haunting the pendant? The ghost of a suicide victim or something? What was I going to do? I'm sorry. I was very bad. I'll give it back, so please don't kill me or anything. Please forgive me. What an idiot I had been, taking the pendant because I thought it was pretty. Now I was probably cursed and doomed to turn into a restless spirit. No, that was not in my life plan. Please help me. Ah! She keeps screaming. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of my Dr. Pepper. Yes, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper today because I can't be on the booze for a while. Stomach problems. So Dr. Pepper will be my stream drink for a little while. She was coming closer. Apparently, I had to do more than just apologize. Think. A sutra. I should chant a sutra. What was a sutra again? Please. The girl was stretching her hand towards me. Oh, what was I going to do if she touched me? There was no time. There was no place to run. Please. Ah! She stretched out her hand. It looked like she was begging for something. I was scared, unbelievably scared, but somehow I knew that she was sad, and her sadness made my heart ache. Took hold of it. I'm gonna take hold of it. You can actually fail, like, badly in this game, so... If you looked closely, you could see that the girl was about my age. If that was the case, why had she died? Was she asking me to do something? Why was she so sad? I grasped the girl's hand as firmly as I could. For a moment, I thought I could almost feel her long fingers touching mine. That instant. Huh? Even though my eyes were closed, my field of vision expanded rapidly. There were people wearing armor, people wielding swords, people riding horses, people rushing forward and screaming, people running around, hurrying back and forth, people crouching down. Most of them looked like samurai. Some of them looked like they might be ninjas. It was almost like I was watching the battle scene of a period drama. Find the princess! She can't have gotten far! Find her! Hurry and find her! Whoever finds her gets a reward! I heard a voice over there. What's this? There were lots of people trying to find someone. And that guy with the big shiny sword was trying to do something to that other person. When I realized what it was, I began to shiver uncontrollably. Please don't let them find me. Wait, me? Why would they be after me? I watched a girl emerge from a large cave into a ring of samurai who had gathered around her. The lone samurai standing in the middle brought his sword down on her. No! Stop! I screamed this without thinking. Don't kill me, I thought. Please don't kill me. The moment I screamed, the sparkle of that green light became even more intense, and it swelled to envelope me. Everything blurred before my eyes. I was about to pass out. Slowly, I was being guided to someplace very far away, some deep, distant place, as if somebody was calling me there. Uh-oh, summer's beginning. Oh, so I can actually save. I have to save between each chapter. Okay, let's go. Sorry, drinking, because I don't get a chance to really sip when I'm reading, so. The night of the festival. Countless lanterns were hung under the dark night sky. As beautiful as the finest ornaments, they created a festive atmosphere. This was the big festival that only came around every 3 years, so everyone was feeling especially lively. Young girls, not yet gathered into groups, ran up and down the night street. This is a story about one of those girls, the daughter of a good house, clad in a lovely kimono. But beneath it all that, she was a tomboy. Hey, Monoshige, I thought I told you to hurry up. Please wait. Please. Let's get back to the castle soon. Don't preach to me like you're some old man. Everybody else is having fun, so why do I have to be the only one who behaves? Oh, princess. Shh, don't say princess so loudly. Right now, I'm just plain Hatsu. I don't know anything about any princess. Oh, for the love of... This is a nuisance. You're welcome to return to the castle. I'm quite all right by myself. Don't be absurd. If I left you alone, who knows what you might get up to. Wait, I mean, it is my sworn duty to protect you, my lady. Well, that's what you say, but are you sure you just don't want to see the festival? Bingo. Really? So why the I can't leave my princess alone routine? Hey, what's that? That is a goldfish scooping, my lady. Goldfish scooping? It is a game where you use a sort of tool to catch as many goldfish as you can. That sounds like fun. I'm going to have a try. Yes, then let us... Ah, princess! Hey there, welcome. Hey, let me take a turn. Who, you? Do you not know how to ask for things? If you want to play, you have to pay. What is that attitude? Do you realize who you're... Never mind. Monoshige, pay the man. At once. Here you are, sir. Thanks for the business. Good luck. Go for it, missy. The first attack. Monoshige, you're getting a bit too into this. I was just trying to get this party started. I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. Now look what you made me do. That was truly unnecessary. My apologies. Oh, never mind. So do I put these goldfish in the bowl? Huh? This is your first time goldfish scooping. Until the paper and the scoop rips, you can catch as many goldfish as you want. That's the rule. Until this rips. I see. Play, lady, play. Play, lady, play. Yes, that was a reference to Pink. That's embarrassing. I beg your pardon. Now watch, Monoshige. Observe my incredible skill. See? Look! 5 already! You idiot. What sort of moron catches fish with a bowl? What's that? I can keep going as long as the paper on my scoop doesn't break, right? So I just catch the fish with a bowl. I win! You give up yet? No. That's not how goldfish scooping works. Hurry up and put those back. Nope. I caught these fish. I caught these fair and square. They're my goldfish now. Right, little fishies? There's no right little fishies for you, girl. If I lose money on this, I'm going to charge you. Now put the goldfish back. The vendor looked up and flexed his arms threateningly. Dempsey, roll! What? Oh! The man lost his balance. Hey! The princess gave him a shove. Ah! Curse flash. The poor man toppled headfirst into the goldfish tank. Love and peace. You don't think you can get away with this. Hey, everybody, gather round. I'm gonna show this girl what happens when you underestimate us. What's this? You don't think you can win alone, so you call your friends? I guess you need some men to back you up when you take on one girl. Ooh, now you've done it. I'm going to skin you alive when I catch you. If you can catch me by the time we reach the rye field, I'll let you give me a kiss too. No, princess, that would be... It was a joke. There's no way a man like this is going to catch me. Here I go, Munashige. Yes. Even though she was surrounded by rough-looking men, Hatsuhime did not look the least bit taken aback. In fact, it looked as if she were enjoying herself, and she smiled as she started running. Wait, you! Stop! Stop! Oh? Just try and catch me! Princess, this is not the time for games. Do you not see how many men have gathered here? No matter how many there are, you'd still protect me, right, Munashige? Well, I don't know. Maybe you should experience a little pain for the sake of all our futures. Thanks, Munashige. Fine. I won't ask for any help from you. Oh, splendid. I didn't know you could puff out your cheeks that much. I'll be fine even without you. If a fragile, beautiful maiden like me runs into trouble, somebody will be sure to protect me. Fragile. What? You have a problem with that? Oh, there are even more people now. I better assume there are 20 for every 5 I can see. Princess, look! Look out in front of you! Huh? What? In front of me? Yeah! Ow! Ouch! It really was incredibly dark, and whoever she bumped into really knew how to scream. What's this? Hatsuhime realized that she was clinging to something, and she opened her eyes blankly. Uh-huh. Whoa, what? It feels kind of like a person. All ticklish. That's because I am a person. Dr. Livingstone, I presume? Indubitably, old chap. By which I mean, wrong. Please don't touch my nipples. Oh, I'm sorry. This is so silly. Hatsuhime finally raised her face to find out just who or what it was she was holding on to. Huh? Who are you? You're the one who bumped into me. I should be asking you that. But then this is the point when I should introduce myself to a woman. Oh, who knows? What are you panicking about all by yourself? Are you that excited by touching the skin of a beautiful woman? You smell so nice. No, that's all wrong. You're blushing bright red. Princess, are you safe? Demasiado tarde. I don't know what that is. Demasiado tarde, Munashige. No problem here, so peace out. This nice man was just saving me. That is good to hear. See, even without you... Oops. Ha! Finally caught you! Out of the way, brother! We have some business with the lady. Huh? These men were chasing you? Just because I'm pretty. They keep following me and won't give up. I said, please stop, and they just said, it's fine. What's the big deal? Princess, that sort of made-up story. It's more interesting if I fudge the details a little. It's already become a completely different story. I won't forgive you! Yeah! This young man clearly has fire in his heart. How exciting! Say, are any of you suffering from elephantiasis? What? And forced to work in a freak show? What? What does that have to do with anything? You're all animals! I am not an animal. I am a human being. And this is really convoluted and hard to understand. Well, that's why I asked if you were suffering from elephantiasis or whatever. We have no idea what you're talking about. Buddy, you have a lousy sense of humor, don't you? Ka-ching! You just stepped on the landmine buried in my soul and stepped on it hard. Go for it! Princess. Don't just stand there babbling. Hurry up and hand the girl over. Sorry, nobody likes a man who abandons damsels in distress. Then we'll just have to fight you too, buddy. Ooh, now things are getting interesting, Munashige. What is it, a fight? Good, go for it! A fight is necessary to any festival. a surprisingly short amount of time, the bystanders were caught up in the excitement and cheering them on. Among them was a young boy, deftly pushing the crowd aside as he strained to get a look. What? There's a fight going on? Oh, it's Jin. You sound disappointed, Yo. Well, of course. What did you do this time? Dine and dash? That's no good. You need to pay for things. I wouldn't do that sort of thing. It's just that for some reason, nobody appreciates my jokes. Well, that's nothing new. I'm not going to back you up. Nobody asked you to. Even though it was clear that his friend was hugely outnumbered, the boy was still smiling calmly. Nearby, a tall youth had wandered aimlessly into the crowd. I hear a commotion and come running, and it's only Jin. How boring. I'm not going to help you either. What? He has friends. Still, they seem to be pretty worthless as friends go. Huh? You're here too, Bo. Didn't you say you were going to refrain from fighting and meditate alone or something? Well, that was the plan, but there is also truth to be found in being captivated by the thronging crowd. You mean you like rubbernecking? You put it so inelegantly. There's no other way to put it. The three men stood in the middle of the vendors, chatting calmly with one another. The lead vendor cut in coolly. Hey, you! Are you saying that one of you can fight all of us by himself? That's right. After all, you all look pretty weak. What? You stinking brat? Oh, Yo! You always say too much. One more person, and so tall you had to look up to see all of them, entered the ring with a broad smile. Predictably, the vendors flinched. Well, is it finally time for a man of Buddha to do his part? Monmon is so excited. What's with the monk? Don't know. My name is Manzan Karakura, otherwise known as Monmon. Well, I know that, but I still have no idea who you are. I doubt he's one of the characters you can get at the end of the game. No! They told me I'm definitely a capturable character. Well, I happen to be the real deal. And I say our characters you can get at the end of the game club is getting a little crowded. What? Was I just imagining things when I thought I was a capturable character? Was it all in my head? I do love Monmon, and his romance, you can get him, you can romance him. It's actually surprisingly sweet. It's surprisingly sweet. You're making a fuss. Quiet down over there. Oh, sorry. Hey, you! Stop just standing there ignoring us. You're noisy too. You secondary character types should just be quiet. You son of a... We're going to kill you! You're going to run crying home to mommy! Enough with the chatter already. If you want to fight, then come and fight! Yes, fight! Come on! Get some of that festival spirit and go for it! Taking Hatsuhime's voice as a signal, the crowd around her went wild. A few minutes later... Ow! Ouch! Ow! I won't forget this! What a splendid exit line. They didn't think things through if they thought they could face all of us with that number of people. It had literally taken Jin only minutes to make the vendors, who were far superior in numbers, turn tail and run. Bystanders stood staring as if unable to believe their eyes. Wow, you're strong. Well, yeah, it's not really a big deal. You're blushing. It's been a while since you've talked with a woman, hasn't it, Jin? Shut up! You have our gratitude. Our gratitude? What are you, a princess? I am a princess. Princess Hatsuhime. What? Exactly. So what? Did you want to experience the life of the common people and disguise yourself so you could go wandering from fiefdom to fiefdom? Jin, that's like something out of a story. Well, you could say it's something like that. Really? Wait, no. I mean, stop joking around. I may not be educated, but do you think I'm an idiot? Hey, Jin. But really, what sort of crazy princess gets herself chased around by thugs? I can't believe it. Indeed. Enough laughing, Nishige. Maybe you hurt your head when you bumped it into me. I don't really know, but I hear there have been a lot of medical advances recently, so you can get it fixed right up. Munishige, execute him at once. That would be an exceedingly rude thing to do to the man who saved your life. I don't care. Say, I know a massage technique that'll fix any head pain. Let's give you a rub down. Hey, you old pervert. You're definitely not one of the characters you can get at the end of the game. Is that how it turns out? Could this really be right? Incidentally, my lady, it seems there are some people in the crowd who have realized that you are the princess. We should return to the castle soon. Really? And here this guy still doesn't have a clue. What? Did you say something? Nya. Hey, what's with the nya? I'm the one who saved you, you know. And I appreciate it. I need to be going soon. You're leaving already? Yep. Mind if I ask your name? That's easy enough. I'm a Yozaburo Shiranui, but you can call me something cuter, like Yo-chan. I am Tayanojo Tsubaki. Some people read the characters in my name differently and call me Bo. It's a nuisance. And I'm Manzan Karakura. Call me Manman. Manman? That's right! Okay. I'm Jinosuke Murasame, but these guys just call me Jin. I see. Yo-chan, Bo, Manman, and you're Jin. Hey, Trevor. What's your name? Hatsu. Hatsu. That's a nice name. Really? Thanks. Princess, we really need to be going. I know. Well then, maybe we'll be fated to meet again. Later. You take care now. Farewell. Bye. She was a pretty cute girl, wasn't she? You think so? I'd say she was about average. You say average, but... Why are you staring at my face like that? No real reason. Still, you're pretty easy to figure out there, Tiger. Who are you calling Tiger? Haha, I think she liked me. Absolutely not. The entire universe would collapse on itself before that happened. You've been so cold lately, yo. I never was anything but cold. Anyway, there's Hatsu. What are you going to do, Jin? My beloved Hatsu, my darling Jin, you two had a real dynamic going there. Shut up! I wasn't really. I have never seen such an acute case of infatuation. This may become invaluable research material. You two think you're so funny. Well, cut it out, you jerks. And the festival night continued all around the men and their cheerful uproar. I love Mon is great. I do like Mon. Honestly, I will tell you right now. There is only two. Okay, Bo. He was so-so. His romance was so-so, and I don't do Shota, so Yo's was just like it was real now. But the other guys, all of the other romances are great. Hey, Trevor. Hint of a conspiracy. Princess, young lady, I swear if it isn't one thing, it's another. Yeah, it is meme day, but this is actually a good visual novel. It's entertaining. If you yell too much, your blood pressure will go up. My blood pressure has already gone up. That's no good. Did you know high blood pressure is a serious medical condition? I know that. I watch ER. Get this man to the OR, stat! Nurse, I need 50 cc's of... I mean, princess! Please stop changing the topic. Sir Hanawa, that was a surprisingly spirited performance. You be quiet. Anyway, you were with her. Why did you do nothing to stop her? My humblest apologies. Thinking a female attendant would be insufficient, I named you protector of this unmanageable princess. But instead of stopping her, you go out carousing with her. Oops, where am I going to go? Are you here for the voice acting? Well, I'm having fun with it today. What a deplorable state of affairs. At this rate, I will be unable to face our lord. And on top of that, I'm getting an ulcer. Shige, I think those guys we met yesterday were wonderful. Listen here. All right, I'm listening. Be quiet. You always make such a big deal out of everything. That is because I am thinking of you, princess. But when I talk to you, you keep changing the subject and refuse to give me a serious response. I, Yahei Hanawa, am a poor, pathetic man. Pity me. These guys were really strong, though. What were their names again? Yo-Jin-Bo and Mod? Princess. Well, even when I try to listen, whatever you're saying is boring and I want to change the topic. I can't help it if it's boring. Sometimes bitter medicine is necessary. If you get nothing but coddling, you'll never grow up. Yes, I will. I'm already an adult, you know. If you are an adult, then try to be a little more aware of your station. You are a young lady, but you wander around instead of showing a proper interest in tea and flowers. At this rate, nobody will have you as a wife. Well, there's always Muneshige. Muneshige is your vassal! He's not a suitable partner for you. Your future husband must be somebody appropriate to your station. Fozzie was the old man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this music sucks though. Well, don't you worry about it. Look at this. Ta-da! Oh, what is it? It's a pendant I bought at the festival last night. It comes all the way from Europe, and it's supposed to bring whoever wears it unbelievably good luck. I can win the jackpot in Vegas and become a millionaire in one night. I can bathe in a golden bathtub with blonde bimbos. I can meet the man of my destiny. Oh, how magnificent. Please get one for me, too. Is that what you want me to say? The maiden who believes in it will be saved. Mr. Pendant, please guide me to that special someone. Ah, a green light! It's showing us the way to Laputa. Yay! My comic timing was off. I guess I was supposed to be mumming the music. Drat. But anyway, I'm known in neighboring countries for my good looks, and now that I have this pendant, I'm romantically invincible. So don't worry. What are you saying? To think that a princess would rely on the powers of some dubious pendant? Muneshige bought a necktie pin too. Muneshige! I am unworthy to face you. At any rate, try not to forget that until our lord returns from the capital, the princess is the head of the Mochizuki clan. Please refrain from any rash behavior, particularly now when the supporters of young Lord Matsuchiyo are becoming increasingly active. Matsuchiyo again. I've heard this already. And you'll hear it again until you understand how important this is. First of all, why does anybody have a problem with me inheriting our clan, just because I'm a girl? It has been the rule from the ancient times that men are the only ones who can inherit. Muneshige, am I inferior to Matsuchiyo in any way? If I may be so bold, no, absolutely not. You hear that? No matter what you say, what's impossible is impossible. The shogunate watches the thieves carefully to make sure that they do nothing out of the ordinary. Therefore, it would be impossible for you to inherit the fief. We would just be giving outside lords and the shogunate an excuse to take over the Mochizuki clan. Fine. Let Matsuchiyo be the heir, since I'm not in the line of succession and all. Unfortunately, Matsuchiyo is descended from the illegitimate child of a woman who later married into the clan, and is not technically of Mochizuki blood. Princess, it is the hope of all your vassals that you will find a fine son-in-law for your father, and bear a son who can become the lord of the Mochizuki clan. I'm not some tool for making babies. I don't think you're anything of the sort. I merely would like you, as the Mochizuki princess, to consider the future of your clan. Boring. Have you forgotten? There was talk of you marrying the young lord of the neighboring Mayuzumi clan. Absolutely not. I refuse to exchange vows with somebody I've never met and know nothing about. I've told you this before. Besides, the successor of the Mayuzumi clan is still a child. I'm not some sort of babysitting service. Princess. Think about this, Muneshige. Yes? For instance, if you were asked to marry a girl who wasn't even 10 years old, what would you do? I would have to refuse. See? Muneshige. Don't let her explain things away so easily. It is the duty of members of a warrior house to marry partners they do not know. When our current lord married the princess's mother, she was only 9. I've heard that too. Anyway, you say that this is what the entire clan wants me to do, but what about all the people who support Matsuchiyo? Well, that is... So why don't we just let Matsuchiyo become the heir? No, that is why we must have you married as soon as possible, so we can prove that there is more than one possible line of succession. I don't want to marry someone I don't love. But in the current state of affairs, if something were to happen to our lord, it would surely bring about a struggle for succession. Please understand, Princess. It isn't fair. Princess, I know already. I'm not saying I won't get married, but I have to find my husband myself. Are you happy now? But Princess, this conversation is over. Muneshige, bring my horse. Please, wait! We're not done talking yet! Princess, just this once, please listen to what Sir Hanawa has to say. I thought I told you to bring my horse. If you're just going to stand there, I'll have to go to the stables and do it myself. Please, wait! Princess Hatsuhime! A messenger from the Mayuzumi clan is coming tomorrow. Why am I saying clam instead of clan? Please prepare yourself for the engagement meeting. Wait! Hatsuhime rushed out of the room, away from Yahei. Oh, thank God that music is done. Though he shouted after her. She stamped noisily down to the corridor towards the stables. Princess, Sir Hanawa is doing his utmost to do what is best for you. Not me, the clan. He's trying to do what's best for the Mochizuki clan. In his position, that is natural. But do you really think he is not thinking of you as well? I know. Then perhaps you should listen a little bit more to what he has to say. No, that's one thing, and this is another. Princess, perhaps is there someone you already care for? There's nobody. When would I have the chance to meet somebody good anyway? It's not like any of you people ever get close to me. Aww, poor Muneshige. You know he's in love with her. That is not entirely true. What was that? Well, you are a very lovely woman, Princess, and I can tell when you're trying to flatter me, you know. You always start speaking in a monotone. My apologies. I don't mind. Your inability to flatter people is one of the things I like about you. Hey, Sam. Yes. Is every other girl in the world fine with this? Can they all fall in love with somebody they've never met? No matter who? Say, Muneshige, am I just being incredibly selfish? Princess. If I may be so bold, I would say that given your position, there will be some people who will criticize you for being selfish. However, it may be natural that you, as an individual, cannot make your heart agree to this. I see. So that's what you think, Muneshige. Yes. So. Oh god, the music's back! What? The shitty music's back! So, I'm right after all! Huh? Look, that's what I was saying! That you should never lie to yourself! But, Princess, that is... I feel so much better. Alright, Muneshige, bring the horses. Princess, you are indeed a little... No, very selfish. Princess! So, let's go for a walk. Princess! Okay, it's done. Thank God. I don't know whoever made that song, but it sucks. Okay. It does get louder at certain points. This feels so good. Princess, please don't go too fast. It's okay. Kiyokoma is used to this. How is it, Kiyokoma? Isn't it fun? Besides, you're the one who taught me to ride, Muneshige. If I fell, it would be your fault. I'm human too. I need to get outside once in a while. It's not a straight line or anything. I wasn't saying anything. You were making a face like you wanted to say something. My face is always like that. And that's why I don't get any marriage proposals. Are you sure the problem isn't your own face? What are you talking about? If I could only meet a man, I'm sure he'd be falling over himself to marry me. Well, I have the same problem. I've been at your side serving you for 10 years now, and I've missed all my chances to meet somebody. Then, when I get married, I'll make it up to you. We'll find you a wife, so relax. I just hope all this happens before I'm an old man. Well, let's think. If neither of us can find somebody, then I'll marry you. Please, princess, do not joke. I'm serious. What? I'm not good enough for you? That's not it at all. What I mean is, the problem isn't that I don't like you. I know. Don't make that upset face, Muneshige. It was just a joke. Please, don't tease a grown man like that. You're blushing. Princess. This game is so old, I don't think anybody is really going to copyright strike it. Not to mention, the company that published is, I think, out of business now. You're redder than a ladybug. I guess even Master Swordsmen have their tender side. Huh? What? You're making a scary face all of a sudden. Did something upset you? Stop the horse. There's somebody up ahead. Who is it? You there! Show yourself! If you do not, I will drag you out! You certainly have a dangerous way of saying things. Oh, it's you. Oh, please forgive me. I was quite rude. It's fine, it's fine. A bodyguard who did not do at least that much would be terribly lax. I should apologize myself. Harimoto Ono, right? What is the chief inspector doing in a place like this? And you must be Princess Hatsuhime. I was on patrol to make sure there were no suspicious individuals in the area, and so I happened to pause here for a bit. The chief inspector goes on patrol himself. With the Lord absent, I would be unforgivably derelict in my duties if I did not do at least that. It must be tough to be the chief inspector. And where might you be going, princess? Oh, we're just riding our horses here and there. For here and there, you've come quite a long way from the castle. Well, this and that happened. It was a pleasant diversion. Is there something wrong with that, Harimoto? No, not at all. If you don't mind my saying, I've noticed you have excellent riding technique. Just what one would expect of the daughter of a warrior house. I learned it all from Muneshige. Oh, that is indeed so. Incidentally, are you not tired? I am the Chamberlain of Kitahama Castle, which lies just to the north. Would you like to rest there for a while? I am sure all of the retainers would be delighted if you were to grace us with your presence. Oh? Kitahama Castle? Isn't that the castle next to the lake that's supposed to be the most beautiful in all the realm? Well, in certain seasons, young couples certainly descend upon it in great force. I hear if you want to stay in an inn near there, you have to make reservations at least a year in advance. This is true. Still, however many inns and tea houses there may be, the view of the lake that you get from the castle is unsurpassed. It's like the difference between a cockroach and a huge, giant Hercules beetle. That reminds me, I still haven't beaten Mushi King yet. Muneshige, take a memo. Like the difference between a Venusaur and Mewtwo. Still haven't become a Pokemon Master yet either. Memo. Once you become a Master, it's all over though. Princess. Like the difference between a TIE Fighter and the Death Star. That's no moon. Princess, perhaps you should just say yes. If you visit, I will even have our chief, the pride of our castle, prepare his 3-star cuisine, especially those sweets that you young ladies are so fond of. Ooh, sweets. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Let's go right now, Muneshige. But, princess, he can't be a bad man if he's offering me candy. Where exactly did you hear that? Muneshige, what would you say to a nice, relaxing soak in the hot springs? There are hot springs in Kitahama? Yes, the water is piped directly from the source. Ah, wunderbar. If you come to Kitahama, you can enjoy the finest view in all of Japan, and the most lip-smackingly delicious cuisine in all the world. Welcome to the Hotel Kitahama. Plenty of room at the Hotel Kitahama. Okay, we'll take you up on that then. 2 guests checked in. Princess, are you sure this is wise? What? You were all excited too just a second ago, and now you're making that frowny face. For some reason, I have a strange feeling. That means you're falling in love. Princess, calm down, it was a joke. Harimoto Ono might not have any fashion sense, but he seems like a nice person, doesn't he? Does he? Anyway, if anything did happen, which it won't, he'd be there. Of course. However, I still say that we should not take the chance. Just look at Harimoto's happy face. How can we say no to him now? He's so fucking evil. It's like... I'm not sure that's a happy face. You are such a worrywart. You're starting to remind me of Yahe. What did you just say? Did you just compare me to Suyu Hanawa? And to think you were once named the 3rd hottest man in the Mochizuki clan. Ah, the vicissitudes of fate. Les Miserables. The sun will come out tomorrow. That's Annie. Forgive me. What are you doing, my lady? If you're having a karaoke contest, I would like to demonstrate my own skills. No, we're not. We're done with that. Anyway, Harimoto, do you have mango pudding? I've only had it once before, but it was delicious. I see you keep abreast of all the latest culinary trends. Never fear, I shall have some prepared for you. Great, great! Okay, Muneshige, let's go. Yes. What, are you still worried? You're the best swordsman in our clan, Muneshige. As long as you're there, I have nothing to be afraid of. Princess, at the very least, I have to eat the mango pudding. So in the end, you can't say no to food. But if you gain an ounce, you turn around and blame me for not stopping you. I burned my calories for today with the riding. A little more flesh in the right places might not hurt me either. In fact, it might be just right. Yes. This is not gonna end well for the princess. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think this is ending well for the princess. Alright, next chapter. Why do I keep, like... There we go. I keep getting rid of my chat, so I can't read you guys. Oh, I'm so full. That was delicious. As Harimoto had promised, the hospitality at Kitahama Castle was first-rate. The view, the dinner, the dessert, it had all been splendid. Hatsuhime was hugely satisfied. Maybe the pendant's taking effect already. Lucky me. Still, when I'm this full, I start to get sleepy. I'm not snoring for you guys. I'm not snoring. Just as she was falling into a doze, a voice called from the other side of the screen. Princess! Princess! Princess, I'm coming in. Forgive me. Huh? Muneshige, wait! Are you sneaking into my room at night for that? I'm not psychologically prepared yet. What sort of ridiculous thing are you saying? This is not the time for jokes. What is it? Shh. Don't speak so loudly. We're leaving the castle at once. What's going on? There is a suspicious atmosphere in the castle. A suspicious atmosphere? There must be something going on. Something big. You're not supposed to be happy about it. Now come with me. Right. Luckily, I was raised in Kitahama Castle, so I know all the hidden passages and secret exits. Okay, I'm counting on you, Muneshige. Hatsuhime still didn't know exactly what was going on in the castle, but it looked like now was not the time to ask questions. Now she had to trust Muneshige and do what he said. Somebody's coming this way. Muneshige and Hatsuhime concealed themselves in a nearby room. As they did, they heard the sound of footsteps entering the room where Hatsuhime had just been sleeping. What? The princess isn't here? Did she suspect something? Her bed is still warm. She can't have gone far. Find her! There were more footsteps. Muneshige, this is... Yes, they are after your life. It does look like that. Come, we must hurry. They crept out into the courtyard, hiding briefly in the shadow of a tree. Lanterns were lit here and there in the castle, and they could see the silhouettes of their pursuers as they moved. There is no place to hide near the front gate, so we cannot escape from there. We will have to go out to the back. Let us run. Right. The gravel crunched under their feet. Ah! What is it? We must hurry. I know. This stupid skirt keeps tripping me up. Princess, get on my back. No, I'm not a little kid. I don't need to be carried. This isn't the time to say things like that. Please, we have to hurry. I understand. When she was a child, she'd gotten piggyback rides from Muneshige too many times to count. His broad, strong back. Hatsuhime pressed her face against it and breathed in that familiar scent. It's been a long time. He always knew how to comfort her, even when she was on the verge of tears. No matter what happened, Muneshige's gentle gaze always reassured her. Having him at her side, it made her feel safe. Muneshige... Yes, what is it? Nothing. I was just saying your name. Are you tired already, Princess? Show a little spirit. What are you talking about? Perfectly fine. Anyway, you should be running. It hasn't come to that yet. Now, hang on tight. Oh, you're going so fast. Everything's a blur. If you move around too much, you'll fall off. You've never dropped me even once, Muneshige. I'm not worried. Well, I did give you quite a few piggyback rides when you were a little girl. Really? I'd forgotten. You've forgotten? You used to pester me for them all the time. Still, I have to say, you're a little bit heavier than you used to be. What? Are you saying I've gotten fat? You just made yourself the enemy of women everywhere, Muneshige. No, that's not what All I'm saying is, you've matured. Ow! Please don't pull my hair. I've matured? You and your filthy mind. Men are such pigs. Take this! Oh, ow! You're strangling me! Princess, I can't breathe! You're noisy. Be quiet. She clung fiercely to Muneshige. As she did, she could feel the warmth of his whole body, and her anxiety melted away. What would Muneshige's face look like if she told him that he was her first love? She knew this wasn't the time for that, but still. Muneshige. Saying nothing, Muneshige quickened his pace as Hatsuhime turned to glance at his profile. His face was somehow more unreadable than it had ever been. She swallowed back the words that were on her lips. They moved unspeaking through the moonlight, and finally made their way to a huge and ancient pine at the edge of the castle. Ah, so, is it still here? After Hatsuhime had climbed off, Muneshige made a quick circuit of the tree and, grinning, began to speak. Come, Princess, behind this pine. What is it? It's a secret passage I made when I was a child. A secret passage? All boys love secret passages in military drills. They're just so thrilling. Now, to the white base. Right. It's not lewd. It's romantic. BB10, it's romantic. And yes, I actually do like Muneshige's romance route. But some of the routes are really hard to get. You gotta really look up a guide, and I don't think I'll be able to get it. We'll see. Thick roots sprawled out from the massive pine, and when Hatsuhime looked carefully, she could see a small hole between them. She crawled in on all fours, a spider web dragged stiffly across her cheek. Da 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 dum. I don't know what he's singing. Muneshige! I beg your pardon. Just a memory from my childhood. Deep in the tunnel, there was a space directly beneath the pine, just big enough for two adults to squeeze into. The moonlight spilled down through the roots. Found this when I was a child. Might have been used to hide soldiers during the Warring States period. Really? It brings back memories. Power up! Munishige! Forgive me. No! It's romantic. And I actually really like Munishige because he's actually just a huge dork. He's a huge dork and it's great. Who's that? Is somebody crying? Well, there are quite a few mice and such here. Please pay no mind. I do mind. I hate mice. In the immortal words of Julie Andrews, just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. So just pretend they're all Mickey Mouse. Now, come with me to a magical kingdom, Squeak. That's all wrong. Shh. Suddenly, Munushige's hand was covering her mouth. Hey, did you hear something? No, are you sure it wasn't your imagination? I'm sorry, Munishige. Shh. It's not my imagination. I definitely heard somebody saying squeak. It was me. Munishige? Gather everybody. Have them split up and search the area. One way or another, we must find the princess. Understood. I am so sorry. You are pathetic. I buy 10 copies of the same game because I want the little prizes that come in it. I am pathetic. So, what do we do now? Princess, listen carefully. This tunnel goes back even further. I can't fit through it, but you should be able to. What are you saying? Are you telling me to run away by myself? Absolutely not. Don't worry about me. After all, you were the one who called me the greatest swordsman in the clan. I will be fine by myself. More importantly, this castle dates back to the Genpei War, and since then, it has been repaired and rebuilt many times. It was last rebuilt in the Warring States period. At the end of this tunnel, there is an inner moat from an older period, which is now used as a prison. There is no light there, even during the day, so no one would be able to see you. If you could be patient and hide yourself there. No, absolutely not! Princess, I swear I will come for you. I thought you were pathetic! I am pathetic, but please believe in this pathetic man. I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like I may never see you again. Bring the torches. I see footprints. Where? Listen, we're found here, and we'll both be killed. I'm going to go out and fight, and that will be your chance to escape. Munishige, are you sure? Oops. I didn't... Where was the... Damn it. Alright, well, I missed that. Yes, now please, get into the tunnel. Can you promise me? I promise. And I've never broken a promise, have I? No, you have. Huh? When was that? I was learning to play the koto, and you said you'd stay until I was finished, but instead you disappeared somewhere. Yes, I was waiting, but I ran into an old friend and... Anyway, that's long past, so please forgive me. I won't forgive you, not for the rest of my life. I can never forgive anybody who breaks a promise to me. That's why I stopped playing the koto. Princess, so you have to come back alive. Princess Hatsuhime, I hear and obey. I feel better now. I feel better now, go. Please be safe. Right. Munishige leapt out, swinging his sword as Hatsuhime entered the tunnel. There he is! Get him! Get him! The princess must be nearby. Capture her! I'm not going to cry. I'm absolutely will not cry. The tunnel led further and further back, getting narrower as it went, and it would take a long time to reach the end. But when Hatsuhime thought of Munishige, who was risking his life, she dared not complain. All right. The exit! Just as she was thinking this, a bright light appeared at the end of the tunnel. What? Come on out, princess. Come on out, Princess Hatsuhime. You're Harimoto? Harimoto was standing, surrounded by ninjas, at the end of the tunnel nobody was supposed to know about. Why are you here? What? Surprised. Shabby though this castle is, your father has entrusted it to me. I have a pretty good idea where all the secret places are. Well, seeing as Kitahama Castle was built in ancient times, it's practically riddled with secret passages. It would be dangerous for me not to know them. Harimoto, do you understand what it is you're doing? Do you know that you are pointing a sword at the daughter of the Lord? Put it down! I know I'm pointing a sword at the Lord's daughter. I'd have to be pretty dense not to have figured that out. Pathetic parasite. Harimoto, what are you going to do to me? What am I going to do to you? Well, aren't you going to plead for your life? Aren't you going to beg to be saved? Why are you doing this? You should know that. I'm doing this for the sake of our house, for the entire Mochizuki clan. With you out of the way, young Matsuchiyo will become the next lord, and the real power will fall to me. You would kill the daughter of the Lord for the sake of your own ambitions? My ambitions? Do you have any idea what a selfish, talentless girl like you would do to our government? The Mochizuki clan cannot be entrusted to a fool like you. Disgraceful. Certainly you are a clever man, Harimoto. There's more to being human than being clever. Do you not understand that? Oh. Just when I thought you were useless, you show a flair for debate. This is getting interesting. You're planning this all along. If you're going to hate anyone, hate yourself for being lured here by your own selfishness. I'm just a poor moth being drawn to the fire. How could I possibly let this unbelievable chance get away? At least let's let Muneshige go unharmed. He has nothing to do with this. I'm afraid I can't do that. My plan must be watertight. But I'll be sure to cry for you at your funeral. I'll let you do whatever you want to me. I'm begging you, just spare Muneshige. Cry, scream, yes! But there is only one path remaining to you, and that is death. The light of the torches glinted along Harimoto's sword as he raised it. The sword swept down in a bright arc. Now die! The pendant broke loose from her neck. It slid across the cold stone floor, far away from the torchlight, and was surrounded by a profound darkness. It had fallen into the sleep of endless history. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think there were any options in those chapters. So, gotta take my sip while in between. Okay, next chapter. The expedition reset. Ah, the sword! The princess is going to be killed! Princess! No, it was a dream? I was in a room. I remembered feeling frightened. This wasn't my room, was it? Where was my bed, my desk, my bookshelf? Where was my nightstand? There wasn't a single thing here that I recognized. Is that the worst ending? Stop. Where was I? Princess, I'm coming in. Forgive me. Huh? What? Why are you screaming? I remember you. It was Muneshige, right? Shh. Why are you still half asleep? Princess, we need to leave the castle at once. Huh? This was exactly like what I saw in my dream. Maybe I'm still dreaming. Princess? Do you mean me? Of course. Do you see any other princesses around? Did you eat something funny? I wouldn't be surprised given how much you ate. No, my stomach feels... Wait, you mean I'm a princess? There is a suspicious atmosphere in the castle. Huh? Wait a second. This is a dream. Somehow I've entered my dream. Just like Alice in Wonderland. No problem then, but what? Princess, I'm begging you. Get yourself together. This isn't the time to play games. We need to run. Luckily I was raised in Kitahama Castle, so I know all the hidden passages and secret exits. While I was standing there in blank confusion, Muneshige reached out and grabbed my hand. Something about the strength of his hand made my heart race. Forgive me. Now come. Saying this, he moved to open the sliding door, and at that moment, somebody opened it from the other side. Where do you think you're going? Hatsuhime, we will take your life now! Remembering the vision of the sword coming down on the princess, I shut my eyes tightly. You dogs! Ah! Arg! Muneshige sheathed his sword. Princess, come! My legs! My knees had buckled as I watched the terrible scene unfold. I couldn't manage to make my legs move. Even though it was a dream, it was so real. Forgive me. Ah! I was suddenly being embraced, picked up. This was carrying me on his back? Just like the princess in the dream before, I was getting carried by Muneshige. Ah! Too fast! You have to be careful not to bite your tongue. So don't open your mouth too much. Now, hang on tight. Yes. Muneshige's back was broad and warm. When was the last time I'd had a piggyback ride? Kindergarten? Or early in middle school, maybe? Had it felt like this then? Princess, are you not in pain? Yes? Huh? No, I'm fine. There were lanterns burning, throwing our shadows on the wall as we passed. There is no place to hide near the front gate, so we cannot escape from there. We will have to go out the back. Yes, let's do that. Princess, when you act so grown up, I can't help but feel nervous. Or, no, never mind. Sorry. See, like that. I mean, you have nothing to apologize for. Am I too heavy? Well, you do weigh a lot more than you used to. Oops, I shouldn't have said that either. Muneshige laughed cheerfully. I was sure he was trying to reassure me, because I was acting so unlike the princess he was used to. I was probably making him nervous. I'm really sorry. Huh? Why is that? I'm not acting myself. After you just saw 2 people die, that's no surprise. You must be in shock. Don't worry about it too much. Yes. You're really a nice person, aren't you, Muneshige? When I tried to press my face against his back like the princess had done, for the first time in my life, I breathed in the scent of an adult man. Close your eyes, BD10, close your eyes! No, actually, it's not that bad. It was a strange feeling, but not a bad one. Our footsteps crunched across the gravel. Muneshige walked on without saying a word. In the moonlight, I could see the stern set of his profile. I knew we were in a bad situation, but somehow I just wanted to stay like this, rocking against his back. Ah, so are you still there? After I had climbed off, Muneshige made a quick circuit of the tree and, grinning, began to speak. Princess, behind this tree there is a secret passage I made when I was a child. Please, this way. Right. What is it? You just look so happy. All boys love secret passages and military drills, I guess. Oh, Princess, you understand. You're just so drilling, right? It's not a very good joke, though. You're the one who told it. Ah, Princess, wait! This was certainly the same pine tree I had seen in the dream, with a small hole in the same place among its thick roots. Was this a dream, too? I crawled in on all fours. A spider web brushed stickily against my cheek. Da-da-da-da-da! That's kind of annoying. Did you say something? No, not a thing. It's just that up until now you were so cool. Darn. Deep in the tunnel, there was a space directly beneath the pine, just big enough for 2 adults to squeeze into. The moonlight spilled down through the roots. I found this when I was a child. It might have been used to hide soldiers during the Warring States period. Ah! There are mice here, right? I know so much. Don't let it bother you, though. Ah, mice. I hope they didn't come out. In the immortal words of Julie Andrews, just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Please, enough with the Mickey Mouse talk. Huh? Have I done this routine already? What? That was a routine? I call it a ridiculously unconvincing attempt at mimicry. The routine is supposed to have unconvincing mimicry. Oh, well, sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? No, you did not. Not at all, because I can do convincing impressions too. Wake me up before you go. Ah, shh. There's another song. I hurriedly clapped a hand over Muneshige's mouth. Hey, did you hear something? No, are you sure it wasn't your imagination? Princess, your pardon. Shh. It wasn't my imagination. I definitely just heard somebody say go-go. Forgive me. Gather everybody. Have them split up and search the area. One way or another, find the princess. Understood. I am a pathetic man. No, I don't think you're pathetic at all. I thank you for your kind words, but in this state of affairs, you must agree with me. I buy 10 copies of the same game because I want the little prizes that come with it. I am pathetic. Morishige, be proud of yourself. In my time, there are many people just like you. That's why we have anime and science fiction conventions. You should have more self-confidence, Morishige. Buying the same game 10 times for the little prizes is your own unique lifestyle. That you would encourage me such? I am grateful beyond words. It's no big. I feel much better now. Good. Princess, listen carefully. This tunnel goes back even further. I can't fit through it, but you should be able to. The tunnel? No, that's no good. Go through there and hide yourself. I promise I will come to get you. No, you won't come to get me. I will. Please have faith in me. His words and expression left no room for argument. It was the first time I had met anybody with such fierce eyes. I was almost ready to give in. No, I knew it was waiting at the end of that tunnel. I had to tell him what I had seen. But would he believe me? I couldn't explain what had happened myself. How could I expect him to accept it? I just didn't know. Would he believe me? Or would he laugh and think I was telling jokes again? Maybe I should just say nothing. No, I have to say something. Because if I go through the tunnel, I'm going to die. And I know DPB10 wants me to get a bad ending. I want a bad ending. No, I had to say something. I couldn't ignore this desperate request that had come to me from across time. No, listen to me. After this, the tunnel goes on to an old castle, right? Yes, but Princess, how did you? The enemy is already waiting there. It's a trap. Trap? I saw it in a dream. I saw Hatsuhime being killed. Princess, are you in pain? Perhaps there was poison in tonight's dinner. No, it was true, and I had to tell Morishige. Morishige, and not Hatsuhime. The truth is, I found this pendant in a lake. That night, Hatsuhime appeared in my room. Huh? This must mean you're getting back at me for my comedy routine. You still haven't forgiven me. No, that's not it at all. I really am. Look, you might not believe me, but I really don't come from this time. I come from a time in the very distant future. And I don't know why. This may be Hatsuhime's body, but I'm me. The mind is mine, but the body is Hatsuhime's. Basically, I'm not Hatsuhime. Do you understand? Yes. Now I see. That's a story you were planning to tell if you were captured, right? For a minute there, you even had me thinking you were someone else. That's not it, really. I'm not the princess. Splendid. You are an amazing actress, Princess. There was the sound of footsteps nearby. Bring the torches. I see footprints. Where? Princess, hurry up and get in the tunnel. Ugh! Look, I wasn't lying when I told you it was a trap. Please believe me. Understood. At any rate, we'll forget that plan and get out of here. Yes. Good. Maybe Hatsuhime's destiny would be changed now. At the very least, she wouldn't be killed at the end of that tunnel. Princess, take this. What? Sword? Why? This is my short sword. For caution's sake, please accept it. If the enemy catches up to you, you must not hesitate. Is he saying I should use this to hurt somebody? No, I couldn't do that. I can't! Princess, where has my brave princess gone? Please take it. No, I don't want to. Princess, this is not the time to debate. There are still only a few men out there. We have to go now. We'll go back to the bedroom where you were sleeping. I doubt they will expect us to return there. Then we will conceal ourselves under the floor. Right. Do you understand? You must not look back. And if something happens to me, you absolutely must leave me behind and go on ahead. What? Well then, here we go! Muneshige burst out of the tunnel, and desperate not to get left behind, I followed. Angry roars echoed through the night, and I saw 2 or 3 men fall before Muneshige. They had just been alive, and then on, it was like being in a trance. I ran unthinkingly through the night, hid when Muneshige told me to hide, and then ran again. Went on and on. More than once I thought that I couldn't go on. It was almost a miracle that we managed to get back to the room where we started. The bodies were still there, and I turned my face away without thinking. Here, there's a tight space, but... I squeezed under the floor like I'd been told to. A metallic scent filled my nose. This was the smell of blood. The blood of the men Muneshige had killed. Are you cold? No, I'm fine. Please forgive me. Ah! This should be a bit better. It isn't like you to be so selfless, princess. Muneshige had that same smell of blood about him. It was terrifying. Killing somebody just like that. But still. You're so warm. If Muneshige hadn't been there, I could only guess what would have happened to me. He was protecting his princess. He was protecting me. As I thought this, the fear grew ever more distant, and in its place I felt the strength and warmth of the arms wrapped tightly around me. Maybe I could relax. It was going to be okay. It had to be. I began to feel drowsy. My body felt impossibly heavy. Maybe it would be okay to sleep, just for a little bit. Maybe when I woke up, I'd be back in reality. Okay, so there is a little bit of romance just sprinkled throughout. But it's fine. It's not lewd. It's not lewd, BB10. It is wholesome. It's wholesome. Okay. Save. I'm gonna save. Hatsuhime's heroes. The princess! Where is the princess? After everything I said to her, she's out at night again, playing around. I should have raised her more strictly. Yahei strode rapidly through the castle, floorboards creaking beneath him, as he searched for the princess, but he found no sign of her, and his irritation only grew. And Muneshige isn't here either. Hey, is there anyone here? Yes, here. A messenger from the Mayuzumi clan will be coming tomorrow. Where is the princess? Begging your pardon, I regret to say, I do not know. But, what is it? Quit beating around the bush and spit it out. Yesterday, somebody seems to have seen a man and a woman riding in the direction of Kitahama Castle. The woman apparently resembled the princess a great deal, but still, I cannot imagine that the princess actually... When was this? I don't know the details, but I think it was in the afternoon, but before the evening. No doubt, it was the princess. This is not the worst game, stop it, it's not. This is a really an entertaining visual novel, I enjoy it. Without thinking, Yahei grabbed his head in his hands. Seeing this, the young retainer rushed anxiously over to his side. Are you all right, sir? Somebody, call a doctor! Where's the doctor? Stop making such a fuss! I was just a little dizzy. Dizzy? That's a real problem. You could have a brain tumor, or an occupational illness. You can't overlook the first warning signs. The Surgeon General says so. If you ignore it, it could be real trouble. This message has been brought to you by the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. You idiot! Ow! Send a messenger to Kitahama Castle. The princess should be there. Ow, my poor head. That was a smackdown worthy of Mr. T, sir. I still haven't. But never mind about that. Hurry up and send a messenger. Yes, sir. As he watched the vassal hurry off, so quickly he stumbled a little, Yahei's face took on an expression of deep thought. The Chamberlain of Kitahama Castle was the Chief Inspector Harimoto Ono. It was he who was at the head of the movement to name Matsuchiyo the next heir. So why had the princess gone out of her way to see him? But then, the princess didn't know anything of Harimoto's political sympathies. Oh, that wretched princess! What will she do if something happens? Although Yahei continued his angry tirade, the worry was clear on his deeply lined face. Even though he was always scolding her, he had taken care of the princess since she was a girl, and could not help loving her. He stayed up past 4:30, nervously pacing the corridor until he received the report he had been so anxiously awaiting. The messenger just returned from Kitahama Castle. So, what did he say? Hurry up and tell me! Well, they insist that she's not there and that they know nothing. Absurd! That can't be right! The princess must be at Kitahama. God, I'm stumbling. Must be in Kitahama Castle. Well, you may say that, but is there anything unusual happening there? It doesn't seem so. Fine, enough. Good work. Yes, sir. And then Yahei was left alone, an inscrutable expression on his face. A sense of miserable certainty descended upon him. The princess should be in Kitahama Castle, but... Oh no, you dog! I will not let you do as you wish! Yahei did not know how Harimoto had gotten the princess into his stronghold, but now that he had her in his hands, it seemed unlikely that he would return her unharmed. They could not afford a moment's delay, but on the other hand, until they had proof, they could not openly make a move. But if they could not send soldiers, how could they hope to rescue the princess? There's no way it can be done. Wait, I remembered something. That's right, the princess was saying something interesting. Those guys were really strong, though. What were their names again? Yo-Jin-Bo and Man. Yes, princess. At the peak of the early evening, the Mochizuki Castle town was bustling. Oh, it's so nice. What is it, Jim? Girls at a festival. It's almost like they shine. They're so sparkly and pretty. I feel better just watching them. It's nice. There are certainly some very inexpensive things on sale here. What? Bo? Were you even listening to what I was saying? So, what were you looking at? Oh, sorry. You know, that woman over there came up to me and said, "Hello, miss, my name is James." Another cross-dresser. You sure got a lot of them. Sure. Alright, I recognize your incredible mojo. Don't be jealous. A man's jealousy is a shameful thing. Shut up! Lately everybody's been hitting on nobody but you and Yo. Even when I go to parties, by the way. Have you two started going to parties without me? You know about that? Yeah, but even if we take you with us, you never actually speak to girls, whereas we have some basic social skills. I just don't like sitting there drinking and having detailed personal questions and answer sessions. You can't get around it. You just met the girl, so you have to ask her about herself. I don't mind that part. It's just, I don't like when they ask about me. That's not the way parties work. You have to ask about your partner, and you have to let them know about yourself. We men have to do our part to break the ice. It just doesn't seem to work for me. Breaking the ice is my specialty, though. Isn't it just? Oh, by the way, remember what we were talking about earlier? I've made up my mind. I know it's sudden, but what are you going to do? Then I have no problem myself. I am already fully prepared. Well, we're keeping the ladies waiting, so let's go meet up with them. Hey, what are you talking about? Well, we were invited to a party. Separately? Separately? I didn't hear about this. Why didn't I hear about this? Because we didn't tell you. Anyway, I thought you hated parties. What? Didn't you say that just a few seconds ago that you're terrible at drinking with women? No, that's completely different. I never have a chance to meet women. Why would you steal my precious chance? Huh? But... Yozaburo, do you understand the secret workings of my heart? I've never had a single girlfriend in my entire life. It's too painful. That's... sad. It's your own fault. Yozaburo, if you don't treat your friends right, one day, stab, right in the back. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but... What, a threat? That's low. You're reminding me of Itosai. Don't mention that name. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but he deserved what he got. Anyway, we're talking about me. Right here, right now, still alive. Do you really want to go to the party that badly? Of course I do! Because tonight might be my chance. My chance to use my irresistible pheromones. Not happening. your irresistible pheromones. For some reason, I'm the only one catching no fish. Like Forrest Gump and his shrimping boat started out, but tonight I'll be a hurricane. Tonight, I'll get the answer I've never gotten yet. Oh, little fishies, do you know that the shrimp have come back to the fishing hole? They don't know. Well, why don't they? I don't understand the whole shrimping boat bit. Is it some sort of delusion? A paranoid fantasy? It's no good. Frankly, it's painfully bad. When you think of my lonely, pathetic life, that sort of pain is nothing. And who can live without delusions? Well, Yo, maybe Jin is right, and this is the moment he'll break through the wall of his unpopularity. There's nothing around me but walls. Oh, fine. So you want to come with us? Really? Seriously? If you're lying to me, I'll kill you. It's all for you, Jin. You can go in my place. Yes! Tonight is the night of my irresistible syndromes. Wasn't it your irresistible pheromones? Tragic. He's so excited he can't think straight. Let's go, let's hurry up and go! I actually love Jin. He's such a fucking idiot. Yes, irresistible pheromones. As Jinosuke bounded along, the sword hanging at his waist bumped against the sword of a passerby, making a clanging noise. You! It's rude to touch somebody else's sword. What? Oh, sorry. Sorry doesn't cut it, you peasant. Peasant? You don't have to get so angry just because I bumped your sword. What? You pretend to be a samurai and you don't understand that what you did was an insult? Well, seeing as you're obviously not a real warrior. Are you looking for a fight? Looking at you, I guess you're just a wandering samurai too. Do you really need to pick a fight in the middle of the festival? You're saying that we're equals? Because of people like you, that real warriors have no status anymore. You don't even know how to draw your sword. It's absurd to compare us. If you want to apologize, kneel down on the ground and beg my pardon. Otherwise, I'm not the one lowering the status of warriors. Arrogant samurai like you are the ones to blame. There's no use arguing about it. If you're a warrior, then draw your sword. Pointless. Hey, another fight. I want in. Quiet. He picked this fight with you. You stay out of it. As he yelled this, Jinosuke flew at the wandering samurai. Uzaburo and Tainojo watched, shaking their heads. Just as they had expected, Jinosuke's opponent was soon down on the ground. Ah! Don't worry, I used the back of my sword. Even if Jin used the back of his sword, he's strong enough that it had to hurt. Anyway, what are you doing getting your only good clothes dirty before the party? What? I got dirty? Shoot. There goes my plan to be a babe magnet. You're not too dirty. You'll be fine. Anyway, what's your babe magnet plan this time? You must have been quite lonely until today. I'll be praying for you that things go well. I have a feeling things are going to go well tonight. Maybe I'll take her to some nice sushi places once we're a couple. Are you? Honey, the fish here is just first rate. Want to see me eat 2 mackerel and a sardine at the same time? Oh, my dearest Jinosuke, you can eat 3 fish at once. Amazing. No, stop. Don't make me blush. Want to see me put my whole fist in my mouth? Spectacular, ectacular, spay even, mantacular. Stop. You shouldn't fall in love with me. The time could go by just like that. Fucking Jin. I'm romancing him. I'm gonna do it. He is a doofus and he can kick your ass. Are you listening to me? Oh god. I'm getting congested. And after the sushi, we'd go to a park. I'd put my arms around her shoulders and say, "Are you hungry?" Huh? But we just had sushi, didn't we? The truth is, I'm still hungry. Should I eat you next? Or something like that. Oh yeah. I'm telling you to listen to me. Oh, alright already! I was just getting to the good part, too. Who are you? I saw you earlier when I was walking around. You seem to be quite skilled. What style of martial arts do you practice? Huh? What style? Well, I don't really have one. But if I had to say, I guess I belong to the eye school. Eye school? Is that where you learn to be an ophthalmologist? Yeah, well, something like that. The truth is, after seeing you fight, there's something I'd like to tell you. What might that be, honored elder? He's not talking to you, Bo. Who are you anyway? It's basic manners to tell people your name before you start talking to them. Oh, forgive me. I am a servant of the Mochizuki clan, Yahei Hanawa. I am Jinnosuke Murasame. Call me Jin. Jin? I wasn't talking to you! Well, you're no fun. So, what is it you want, Mr. Hanawa? Why are you suddenly in this conversation? Oh, hold on. I'm getting some gas from this Dr. Pepper. I don't want to be burping up in the middle of a line. Sorry, guys. Would you come with me, please? This isn't something I can talk about in a place like this. You have a request for us, don't you? He has to. There's no other reason he'd want to talk to a couple of wandering samurai who are complete strangers. I'm the one he's talking to here. But we're comrades of destiny. Where you go, I go too. Oh, what's this I go to? Who are you calling a comrade of destiny? You were about to go to a party and leave me behind. But I already told you that you could go for me. And you're bringing it up again. You're so persistent with anything involving women. This has nothing to do with women. Fixating on petty matters is merely proof of childishness. Does baby want his bottle? Oh, milk! Yummy, yummy! By which I mean, screw you! It's not like you've never had a bottle either. Anyway, if anyone is a child here, it's Yo. What are you treating me like a child again? Unforgivable. Shut up! You're the one who's trying to leave me out. Hey, we're not trying to leave you out. We're trying to get rid of you. That's even worse. Not that it would bother me to be gotten rid of by a guy who can't even walk to the outhouse by himself. It's dark out. I told you. I can't believe you just told them. We've just opened Pandora's box, my friend. Besides, everybody like that. Everybody's like that after a scary movie. Is that true? Hey, stop that. What are you doing, fighting with your friends? Alright, I'll be warm and fuzzy. Jin, you're an excellent friend. What? Did you just call me an eggplant friend? It's no good. What's no good? If this is what it comes down to, draw your sword, Yo! What are you doing? Stop, Jin. Once you draw your sword, it will not rest until it tastes blood. All swords are like that. There's no use talking. Jinnosuke grabbed the sword hanging at his waist. At the same time, Yo dropped his empty hands to his hips. This out-of-place aura of violence made the festival goers around them start to murmur. Moved by idle curiosity, a certain monk pushed his way through the crowds, who were watching at a distance. Just when I see a crowd is gathered. I love this sort of thing. Maybe I should pitch in and help. But when Manzan saw the three familiar figures, his expression shifted, and he walked smilingly forward. Here I go, Jin. Yeah! Jin screamed and rushed forward. His unsheathed blade swung in an arc, preparing to strike. Hey, you two! Want to stop fighting and go see a show, or... Oh, poor Manzan. Maman. Huh? What? Jin raised his sword high as if it were a fishing rod, his shoulders thrown far back, and it struck the man who had come running up behind him out of curiosity. In other words, the one who had been thumped was Manzan. What? You've killed Manman! His trembling hand dropped to the ground with a thud. It was this sound that brought the dumbfounded Yahei back to his senses. What? What have you idiots done? Call a doctor! No, a priest! Call a priest! As Yahei panicked, Jin and Yo exchanged glances, their earlier hostility completely forgotten. Kainojo let out a long sigh, and they all spoke together. He is a priest. Going to die! No! He might actually die. I think he's dying. Everything has gone dark. Manman may die. Freedom lives on. He's a lingerer. It's no good. No, he's dead. It's okay, it's okay. How can you say that? I thought I might actually die there. They had moved from the festival-crowded town to Yahei's quarters. In a cage in the corner, a nightingale flapped its wings, startled by the laughing voices at this late hour. Well, a normal person would have died. Are you immortal, Mr. Katakura? No, it was my meditation and purifications that saved me. Although I suppose I have Jin's dull sword to thank as well. Sorry about that. Anyway, only strangers call me Mr. Katakura. Feel free to call me Monmon. What? No, I couldn't. No need to hesitate. Please call me Monmon. Monmon. That's right. Anyway, what are you all up to? Nobody asked you along. No, the more the better. I want to ask you to rescue someone for me. Rescue someone? Who? The princess of our clan. Oh, a princess. There must be a long story behind this. I'm sorry, but I can't discuss the details. I want you to rescue the princess from Kitahama Castle and bring her back here safely. That is all I can tell you. I see. At least tell us the reason for all this. We won't tell anyone. Well, I say I can't tell you. When I say I can't tell you, I can't tell you. Can you just whisper it in my ear, please? Stop it, yo. You can't tell us, that's fine. I'm sure the old man has his reasons. The old man? It doesn't matter whether or not we know the details. All we can do is say yes or no to the request. Having to rescue a princess in her own country. Certainly we are looking at an arcanum arcanorum. Hey, yo, what is it? Arcanum arcanorum, something that is top secret. Well, I have no idea about these whatever plans, but I know that this is a job I've been asked to do. You don't have to come if you don't want to. No, if we let you go alone, you just get killed. Besides, the Buddha does not look kindly on people who abandon those in need. Monzan. It's Monmon. If Jin goes, I go too. I'll go as well. Jin by himself is unreliable. I just told you didn't have to come! Besides, it'll be romantic to rescue a princess, and I'm hoping to get thanked when I save her. A kiss of gratitude, right? A kiss? A kiss? Like when you put your lips on a woman's lips? Yes, you put your mouths firmly together. You mean where you sometimes use your tongues and stuff? That sort of kiss? Well, there are kisses like that too. So, the kind of kiss where you build the bridge to love with your dangling strips of spit? I don't know about the bridge of love. That's a little too wordy for me. But yes, that is a kiss. Huh? Do you smell something burning? You really did it, Monmon. Huh? What? He's on fire now. He's so predictable. Everybody, listen carefully. I'm going to rescue the princess alone. If you don't want to die, don't follow me. Here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. What is he doing? It's okay. Just let him burn himself out. In a moment, he'll be just like Sailor Moon after her final battle with Galaxia. You mean naked and sprouting wings? By the way, sir, what is the name of this princess? Well, I suppose there's no way to hide it. Her name is Hatsuhime. Princess Hatsuhime? Hatsu? I've heard that name before somewhere. It is a girl. The girl we saved who was being chased by thugs. Oh, you mean she really was a princess? We will go find your unmanageable princess. You found out. Still, however unmanageable she may be, I've taken care of her since she was a little girl, and she is my irreplaceable princess. Yahei suddenly knelt and pressed both his hands to the tatami. I'm begging you, please save the princess. I heard your names from the princess. I only half believed her, but when by chance I encountered you, I saw your incredible skill for myself. He's still fucking burning up. We must have been brought together by heaven. I beg of you, please save the princess. Oh, he's burned himself out. Mister, when you bow down like that, when you bow down that much, you look pretty pathetic. Please raise your head. If you're willing to go to that far, we could hardly tell you no. I'm going to go this one alone, so I won't be needing any backup. What are you talking about, Jin? I'm going to rescue the lady. She was cute. Right! As long as she's cute, even a tomboy is fine by me. Somehow that sounds really sleazy when you say it. Huh? That means you just hurt my feelings. Heard that's mean. Well, I was getting tired of the festival anyway. I welcomed the chance to test my skills. What are you people saying? Oh, whatever. We'll save your precious princess for you. Thank you so much. I am eternally in your debt. That's a little over the top. Don't worry about it. We'll get something out of this ourselves after all. Beaming adorably, Yozaburo rubbed his thumb and forefinger together in the sign for money. Yes, I'll pay you 100 yo up front, and another 100 when the job is completed successfully. Is that acceptable? That's super acceptable. Wow, you're generous. Just think how many capes we can buy with that bow. Indeed, I have become rather tired of my own cape. It's well made, but too thick for the summer. What? There are summer capes and winter capes? Of course there are. Never underestimate the aficionados of capes. Creepy. So, honored elder, would you like me to rub your shoulders for you? I've been told I'm a master of massage. Or maybe... Or would you prefer the aromatherapy massage with your princess saving package? It revitalizes skin damaged by the strong summer sun for only 10 yo. We don't need any payment up front. Right, payment up front. Wait, Jin, what did you say? Mister, 200 yo is too much. No, not at all. It's money that has been put aside for an emergency. How could I not use it now? I see. But what would you do if we just ran off with the first 100 yo? Well, I have faith in you. Once we've brought your princess back safely, we'll take the full 200 yo with pride. How does that sound? If you insist. What? Aww. So how many enemies will there be in this castle anyway? 300 during the daytime. But many of them go home in the night, so there shouldn't be more than 100 of them. What? Jin? I'll need to buy a sword or something. What were you thinking? Not taking the money up front. And you can't go up against that many enemies with that blunt sword of yours either. Well, that's true, but... Mister, when did the princess go missing? It was a day and a half ago. It will be 2 days this evening. If we don't hurry, she won't be alive to save. We don't have time to buy swords. We should go now. In that case, would you please take this? I've never drawn it in my life, but this is a fine blade that has been passed down through my family. If it will save the princess, don't hesitate to use it. A sword. A sword is the soul of a warrior. Are you really prepared to lend that to somebody? If anything were to happen to the princess, I would have no way to atone but to commit seppuku. Well, if that is the case, we will certainly save her. But it's been a long time since she went missing. We can't be sure that she's alright. There's a man named Muneshige with the princess. Muneshige is one of the finest swordsmen in our clan, so it wouldn't be that easy for them to... Oh, that guy. He did seem like he was quite skilled. If he's with her, she should be fine. Well then, let's go while the going's good. Oh, one more thing. What is it? There's another man I hired before you. Would you be willing to take him with you? Well, as long as he doesn't get in our way, it would be good to have someone else along. Hurry up and call him in. Right, come here. As Yahei spoke, the door from the room next door slid neatly open. When he saw who was standing on the other side, Jin gripped the hilt of the sword he had just been given. You're supposed to be dead! No sigh. The man casually held a frighteningly long sword. Quite unlike the furious Jin, he was smiling in supreme contentment. It was an extremely cruel smile. Oh yes, I forgot to say thank you for your last time. You just couldn't rest in peace, huh? Thanks to your dull sword, I just managed to survive. But just looking at that face of yours makes my scars ache all over again. Oh man, I already know the details. He's not the sort of man who'll just rescue the princess quietly. He kills the moment he sees any weakness, even an ally. So, what did you say? You are bodyguards who have been hired with money. Who are you to complain about who you work with? Shinosuke, I see this is where your courage runs out. Oh! Just where are you planning to go next? A completely unfamiliar enemy castle, right? In that case, wouldn't it be better to have one more skilled fighter with you? Or are you just afraid of me? Cut the crap. If you want to go that much, fine. We'll take you with us. No, now hurry up and get ready. I am already fully prepared. So shall we? This is no good. Remember the saying, yesterday's enemy is tomorrow's friend. That's really unpersuasive. I see we've gained another unnecessary complication. Well, I suppose it could be interesting. Yeah, except I love Itosai is my favorite romance in this game. That's why Gabby always says I like the bros. You're lucky, BB10, that I already romanced Itosai the first time I streamed this. Because you probably would hate it. Alright, let me check out the thing. I don't know why she's freaking out. I don't really like jerks. I just like he was a good romance. And yeah, Sir Emmerich's not a jerk. Oh god. I don't have to. Oh, I'm getting so congested. This is a lot of reading. Sorry, okay. And Anixia is freaking out because the husband is in a he is not lewd. Is in a meeting right now. And she can't go in the room, so that's why she's crying. Escape under the cover of night. Around the same time that Yo-Jin-Bo were about to leave Yahei's quarters. Princess, please wake up. Princess Hatsuhime, are you alright? Muneshige. You seem to be sleeping well. I see you are quite tired. Yes, a little. I guess the stream is still going on. Dream? Nothing. I was praying I'd find myself back in my own room when I woke up, but this experience must be like a nightmare for you. Well, I was tired of trying to explain it to him. Muneshige refused to believe that I wasn't the princess. The space under the floor was narrow and damp. I'd managed to lie down and sleep a little, but I didn't feel any less tired. Oh, my beloved bed. Still, I could hardly complain. I knew that Muneshige had stayed awake guarding me while I slept. I had to be strong. You've managed to endure all this for a long time. That's not like you. No, I mean to say, you have shown your unusual fortitude. You're speaking in monotone. Huh? When you try to say something that you don't mean, you start speaking in a monotone. It wasn't something that I didn't mean. You really did endure very well. Well, it was because you were there, I wanted to say. But I was too embarrassed. My cheeks felt hot. Was I blushing? I was such an idiot. But still. What is it? It was because you were there, Muneshige. I could never have gotten through that by myself. You flatter me, my lady. Muneshige was smiling sweetly. I knew my face was turning bright red. Princess, do you have a fever? No, but anyway, it looks like nobody from the castle is coming to save us. Well, no, I am certain they will come. You're right. I'm sorry. I was being faint-hearted. That's hardly surprising. It's already been 2 days. Yes. That was right. All of this had only taken 2 days. I felt like a week had passed. No, a month. Perhaps I had lost my sense of time hiding in this dark place under the floor. During these 2 days, Munishige has brought us food and water. Listening carefully to make sure that no one was around, he went up above to find these basic necessities. I stayed under the floor when he did, all alone. It was truly terrifying. I had to bite back sobs again and again. It might have been pathetic, but I couldn't help it. I was scared. If Munishige was slow in returning, I couldn't help but wonder what would happen if he never came back. Worry gnawed at me as I thought these things. I knew any movement would be like ringing an alarm bell. I had been told to stay perfectly still, but I couldn't bear it being there, and I tried to get out from under the floor time and again. Only unbelievable luck had kept me safe, because perhaps God was watching out for me. God and Munishige. Harimoto Ono is a careful man, so we have to be cautious. But as time passes, his men will start to relax their guard. Yes, maybe they've already given up. We can't be sure of that, but still. Considering our physical state, I think we have to try to escape Kitahama Castle soon. You mean we won't wait to be rescued? It is possible that for some reason Sir Hanawa has been unable to get into the castle. If there are reinforcements near, we should try to get closer to them, instead of hiding here and waiting for them to come to us. But there would only be reinforcements if Hanawa knew that we were here. If he didn't know, we would be on our own, but... Alright, I'll do what you say. No, you must make the decision, Princess. I had to make the decision? Something this important? No way! What was I supposed to do? The princess, I mean, me, I'm good at sneaking out of castles, right? So good that no one knows what to do with you. Well then, I wasn't the princess, but still. Well, let's get out of here then. Understood. Princess, try moving your hands and feet. Yes. The floor overhead was so low that there was no way to stand up, but I could at least stretch my arms and legs. My joints popped as I flexed them. Was Munishige laughing at me? He was glancing over at me just now. After my body had finally warmed up, I followed Munishige's lead and got down on my hands and knees. Are you ready? We're going to crawl out just like this. We might run into some insects, but even if we do, you can't make any noise. Right. I had to be careful. I couldn't let a bug make me scream or something. Wait, is that a cockroach? Eek! Shh. Huh? He was holding me. Oh boy. I'm gonna stay still. Sorry, VB10. More romance. Ah! What was this all of a sudden? What had I done? I was almost ready to push him away, but this was Munishige, and he probably had a reason. If not, then this couldn't be normal. Munishige's eyes right in front of my face were almost frighteningly solemn. He seemed to be glaring at something. His fingers were digging into my shoulders, and it hurt a little, but for some mysterious reason, I felt extremely calm. Just stay like this for a little while. It's faint, but I sense a human presence. Yes. Just like this, for a little while, until the enemy goes away. I nodded silently. He looked down at me as he loosened his embrace, and my heart started racing again. Huh? Was Munishige blushing too? Sir Honawa would be so happy if he could see you now. He would say you had finally become refined. But that's no good, is it? I just want you to be the usual Princess Hatsuhime for a while. It's for your own good. Yes. Well, then we're agreed? Good. There was nothing I could do but prepare myself. Even if my hand touched a grub, if a spider web brushed across my cheek, I had to be strong and keep going. If I were caught, I would die, and not just me. Munishige would die too. Compared to that, bugs were nothing, not the least bit scary. Not at all. This makes me think of old times. Huh? Have you forgotten? When you were little, we used to explore underneath the castle. Yeah, I guess. Remember when we found the newborn kittens? and brought them back with us? The mother cat kept biting and scratching me. It was terrible. What did I do then? You hugged the cute little kittens and grinned. Really? I'm sure they've all grown into fine cats by now. You cried a lot when you had to give them away. There was laughter in Munishige's voice. I knew we needed to be more quiet, but I also knew he probably told me that story to help me relax. I had to do my best. This kind, gentle man was right beside me. As long as I did my best, it would work out. At times, Munishige would pause and listen closely, being careful to make sure we were not found, before he started moving again. Okay, let's go. Right. You're becoming more like your old self. Is that so? But when you speak like that, that's not like you at all. No matter how many times I told Munishige that I was not Hatsuhime, he refused to accept it. I looked just like her, so I suppose there was no helping it, but it irritated me a little. I wished he would listen to what I was saying. I keep saying we're different. Huh? Nothing. I doth apologizeth. There is no need to apologize to me. Just a little further now, Eth. Huh? That one little thing had made him that happy? Why did I remember having been unbearably irritated? Wait, this was all Munishige's fault. Arg! No speaking like Oriange. Princess, I can feel a breeze. Huh? Oh, you're right. A stream of fresh air was moving through the stagnant atmosphere of the space under the floor, pleasantly cool against my cheek. We would be able to get out of here. We have to keep going for just a bit more. Yes. For some reason, my strength had returned. Someone would definitely be there to save us. So if we just got out of here, we were fine. Munishige's face seemed more cheerful as well. So he had been nervous, even if he tried not to worry me by hiding it. I might have to get my nose braced. I'm getting really congested. Just a little more. I could keep going for just a little more. I'm not going to lose. Not to people like them. What? You still haven't found Hatsuhime and her companion yet? Moving to another room in the Kitahama castle thoroughly exasperated that Hatsuhime remained uncaptured. Harimoto sat questioning a man dressed all in black. The name of this man was Kasumimaru Fuma. He was a ninja serving Harimoto. It's already been 2 days, and here you are, the terrifying elite ninja Kasumimaru. What a joke. We're searching every nook and cranny of the castle. Just give us a little longer. I am gonna snort alcohol. No, I'm just gonna... It's gonna be the nose sprays. A little longer. Pathetic. Time is passing hour by hour. My subordinates are searching even places that should be impossible to hide in. You are too lax. Get out there and lead your men yourself. Yes, sir. Do you think it is possible that the princess has already escaped from the castle? The perimeter guards have not caught her, so I can only imagine that she is still hiding in the castle. Kasumimaru. With a terrifyingly cold smile, Harimoto reached out and brushed his fingertips along Kasumimaru's jaw. If you're sure of that, then leave no stone unturned until you find them. I can't keep telling the messengers that we have no idea where the princess is and turning them away. Yes. Harimoto, for all that he was known as the single most resourceful man in the clan, could not hide his ire. His speech lacked its usual composure, which only irritated him even more. Okay, I'm gonna have to spray. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you hear me snorting nose sprays, but it's making it hard to read with my... Alright, give me a second. Oh, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, you guys. Woo! Okay, I can go. I can keep going now. There was the sound of footsteps. The floorboards creaked as someone approached. Sorry I'm late. The sliding door opened forcefully, and there on the other side stood Nobumasa Ono, Harimoto's younger brother. It's not bad stuff, it's prescription strength, okay? Nobumasa, you're finally here. We were waiting. I came with 30 men, which slowed me up a little. But now that I'm here, you have nothing to worry about. It is good to hear that. But I've been thinking about it, and I find it hard to believe you're going to kill Hatsuhime. You're usually so much more cautious. Hatsuhime was about to become engaged to the young lord of the Mayuzumi clan. If that happened, Matsuchiyo would lose his claim to succession. And besides, she walked right into my hands of her own free will. What else could I do? I wasn't criticizing you. Rather, I was admiring your resolution. So, where is the princess? She is hiding on the castle grounds. Huh? It seems she's ferreted herself away in some hole. I worked hard to make myself familiar with this castle, but there is apparently more to it than I realized. Then what are you doing sitting around? What are your ninjas doing? I thought sniffing out vermin was your specialty. Don't be so harsh, Nobumasa. But brother, the longer this goes on, the worse our situation gets. I'm sure Hanawa and everyone else at the castle is already making an uproar. Indeed. Right from the start, they've been sending us one messenger after the other. I can deal with that, but they may eventually try something more forceful. Kasumimaru, do you understand the situation? Yes. Pathetic. You ninjas are absolutely useless, aren't you? Stop it, Nobumasa. Hanawa is famous for his devotion to that princess. He is undoubtedly going to make some move. Hanawa! He's the one who raised the creature in the first place. He has no consideration for our clan's future. Ordering us to do this and that with the yakiniku, telling us to take out the carrots and onions because she doesn't like them, and then demanding mango pudding. Where are we supposed to get mangoes? Does she think this is a tropical island? Does she think we live in Jakarta? And after she had 20 bowls of pudding, she wanted cake like some sort of monster. Does she put it in a different stomach or something? Is she a cow? Ugh. Brother, you're acting out of character. Shut up! I am! You just don't get along with the princess, do you? Absolutely not. Huh. Lord Harimoto, please calm yourself. Don't touch my brother, you ninja! What? I'm sorry. I lost my composure for a moment. Well, I understand how you feel. I know well that your heart fluctuates between perfect dark and fatal fury. What? You mean the spirits within? It is all for the sake of your final fantasy. I see. What are you talking about? I'm a little bit lost. Alright. Thanks to you, I can think clearly now. Kasumimaru, loosen your guard around the perimeter. Let the princess get away. Yes. Why? Why would you do that? You're going to let the rat you cornered get away. We're getting nowhere this way. We need to relax the guard, wait for them to move, and then catch them. If you want to catch a fox, you have to get it out of its den first. And once the fox comes out, how fast can a little girl run? Will it really be that easy? They won't be able to cover their tracks completely. We'll just set another trap for them. Kasumimaru, we won't need people in the castle anymore. Send your men outside the castle in every direction. Understood? We're setting a trap. But will we be able to find them? Nobumasa, sir. Do not underestimate the Fuma Ninja clan. Why, you... We can sneak soundlessly into anywhere and assassinate anyone. Perhaps you'd like to see for yourself.
Do you want to become one more rusty spot on my spear?
Stop! What are you doing, fighting between yourselves when we're about to set our plan in motion? Lord Harimoto, I am willing to give my leg for you. Good. Make your preparations and then remove the perimeter guard. We'll lure them out. You can kill the princess, but bring back enough of her to identify. Yes, sir.
Brother, what about me?
Use your mounted soldiers to block all the roads. Give your horses water and let them rest, but depart as soon as you can.
Understood. Ha ha! My spear will see you through the air.
I counted on you.
I'll go now.
The moment that Harimoto nodded his assent, Kazumi Maru vanished from sight, as if he had been snatched away by spirits. He's just like the mist.
Brother.
What?
I know you find them extremely useful, but I do not like him and his people. They're a bunch of weasels.
Ninjas have to be able to hide anywhere and move like the shadows. It wouldn't do for them to be big and imposing like you.
That's true, but
they have their own way of doing things, and I intend to make use of that whenever I need to.
Understood.
How much time had we spent desperately crawling under the floor? When we finally emerged, we moved quickly into the shadow of the trees. You did very well, Princess. Yeah. Are you in any pain? I'm fine. I didn't get hurt or anything. I'm glad. I hadn't gotten hurt, but my muscles ached all over. Ow, ow, ow! Huh? You were hurt? No, I just bumped my leg a while back. Ow. Could I manage a smile? I didn't want to cause him unnecessary worry. I could put up with something like this. Princess, we're going to run for a while. Your legs must be stiff. You should stretch a little. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was this what it felt like to be in an exercise program infomercial? My joints screamed as I moved my arms and legs. Still, I could feel the warmth spreading through my body as I made myself keep going. That's quite an interesting dance, Princess. It's not a dance. It's a warm-up routine. They make you do it at the beginning and end of gym class. Well then, I'll join you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you mind facing the other way for a bit? Why? If I can't watch you, I won't know how to do it. Well, that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've never seen anything like it. That was why I didn't want him to watch. You look just like one of those dancing hamsters on that webpage. That's the in-jokes, like This is hilarious. What? I never knew that. This is unexpectedly enjoyable. Oh, please. He was like some school kid getting so excited about this. Are you loosened up now? Yes. Then let's go. You may see some blood, but no matter what happens, you mustn't stop running. Blood? People were going to get killed again. Maybe even Munishige. And even if something happens to me, you can't turn back. This was the same role he'd given me when we were running to hide under the floor. Would he be able to protect me? And if he got hurt, would I really be able to just keep on running? Princess, answer me. You're strong and you're smart, Munishige, and I'm certain that nothing is going to happen to you. Princess, this is a war, and anything can happen in war. If you return safely to the castle, that means victory for our side, and sometimes victory demands sacrifice. I began to realize it then. This gentle-looking man in front of me was a samurai who would cut down strangers for the sake of victory, who would kill people whom he bore no grudge to accomplish his goal. But he would throw away his life for me, one single person. What did life mean to him? Munishige, all for my sake. It was too much. Why would he do this for me whom he didn't even love? No, even if you loved someone, you couldn't throw away your life so lightly. Was this what it meant
to be a samurai? Princess. Yes? I've been telling you this since you were little. One can survive everything nowadays except death. Huh? I seem to have said something foolish. I apologize. Maybe he had been trying to make a joke. Tell me, relax. I'm bland. Somehow I'm gonna probably end up with Munishige at some point. I'm guessing. I'm doing all of this stuff. This ultimate is very whacked out. It's one of my favorite. I love it. Oh, you got it. It's the first time you've laughed at one of my jokes. Really? Never. You didn't even laugh at what I was certain was my strongest comedic material. Your strongest comedic material? What would that be? Well, we'd be in some trouble if you started laughing noisily, so I'm afraid I'll have to refrain. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and tell me. Well, if you insist, Princess. Just one joke. I was a little bit nervous. You can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish. Oh, come on! That was a good one! This silence. Was he hoping for some sort of reaction from me? Oh, I wished he would stop looking at me. Get it? Tuna fish? Well, yeah. You see, it's saying you cannot tune a fish like a guitar, which sounds like... not good. Even if I laughed now, the timing was completely off. Why did men get their feelings hurt over these trivial things? Darn it! Laugh, Sayori, laugh! Failure. They had so much confidence in that one. My sense of humor must be outdated. Obsolete! No, it was funny. I see my fountain of laughter has run dry. This fountain of laughter? I thought Hatsuhime didn't laugh at his jokes either. Munishige, it really was funny. It's just that I didn't want to be found by the enemy, so I held back. Held back? I had to keep myself from laughing. Oh, I was tired. After I'd spent all that time loosening up my body, I'd gotten weirdly nervous again. Would we really be okay? I'm very like you to think that far ahead, Princess. He was speaking in a monotone again. He'd have to leave what I had told him. But it was hard to think that a samurai would be discouraged just because someone didn't laugh at his jokes. In any case, we should be going soon. Yes. Somehow I felt relieved, like we'd gotten something out in the open. I knew we couldn't relax yet, but I would do my best. After hearing Munishige's jokes, I was ready to face just about anything. Thanks, Munishige. I'll follow you, Munishige. Yes, you seem a bit more cheerful. Because of your joke. And from now on, I shall polish my comedic routine even further. You don't have to go that far. Do not fear, my spring of laughter never runs dry. Right. I will be your personal comedy central. All you need to do, Princess Hatsuhime, is sit in front of the TV. I'm not sitting in front of the TV. I'm right here. I'm here, right here. You're a brilliant straight man. So indignant. We should do a routine together sometime. We should do absolutely nothing of the sort. We should keep going. That's what we should be doing. I'm going ahead. Princess, wait! Princess! Oh shit. Can I go back? As Hatsuhime and Munishige escaped under the cover of darkness, three human-shaped shadows stood looking down dispassionately. Do you see, Kasumi-maru? Yes. Ha-ha! What is the situation to the east? I already have men assembled there. The trap is waiting to be sprung. Anixia! Oh my god. Cat won't stop. Munishige is a skillful man, so don't let your guard down. If they somehow manage to escape, it will mean our ruin. I understand. I swear I will bring the head of the princess to you, Lord Harimoto. When you have completed this admirable task, I will make you a senior military officer. Forgive my presumption, but I have no desire to be promoted. I only wish to stay by your side and serve you as your shadow, Lord Harimoto. Aren't you naive? Nobumasa! You put your men into motion too. First, block all the highways. They must not be allowed to escape to their own castle. Understood. Hatsuhime, this time, don't give me too much trouble. Harimoto Ono's laughter echoed through the moonlit night. The distant eastern sky was tinged with lavender, and dawn was near. I'm gonna go until 4, because I think last time it took me 3 streams to finish this, and I'm hoping to finish it in 2. So I'm just gonna go to 4. Since we're already at 3:20, so. Yo-Jin-Bo. I don't know, he's totally evil. Footsteps pounded through the forest. Ah! It's not torture! It's not torture! Stop it, baby, then. Princess, this way! The faint light of the crescent moon was disappearing in the west, and the morning sun was spreading across the eastern sky. Avoiding the highway, we ran through the forest so as not to be detected. As the sky paled, I began to realize just how thoroughly we were surrounded by men clad in black, who had appeared seemingly from nowhere. Wretches and ninjas! Princess, can you keep running? Yes! Don't let them escape. Surround them from all sides and bring them down. Yeah! Ugh! It was all I could do to keep running. Ninjas and shuriken were flying at me from all sides. They were all after my life. Why? Thinking about it made me want to cry. Ah! Yeah! Urgh! Yeah! Dark red blood splattered. The raw scent of it filled my nose. I couldn't think about what was going on any longer. I only knew that I wanted to live and I had to keep running. If I didn't want to die, I had to run. Muneshige was truly strong. Although he was fighting by himself, he was more than holding his own. But at this rate, he would have to get tired soon. And the men fighting him kept attacking one after the other, as if their numbers were limitless. But still... Princess, keep going. You need to be strong. No good. It was pathetic, but I was at my limit. I could barely breathe. It hurt. Hatsuhime, should you really have trusted me with your life? I couldn't keep running anymore. What should I do? Please, forgive me. Okay, I think this is another part where I thought I was gonna have to do another choice. Ah! My unsteady feet tripped over something, and I went tumbling. Muneshige, who was a little bit ahead, rushed wildly back to me. I felt like it was all happening to somebody else, like I was watching it in slow motion. Princess! Muneshige was rushing frantically back to me. I had to get up, but my arms and legs were trembling and refused to move like I wanted. What was wrong with me? Come on, I thought. Get it together. Run away. Princess, you get away! Don't get near the princess, my lady! Resign yourself to your fate. Don't think badly of us. We're just following orders. Hatsuhime, your life is ours. Ah! Muneshige! Princess! Oh, it was no good. Mom, Dad. Was I going to die in this strange world? Die here? Stop! No! There was so much left for me to do. I had so many dreams to fulfill. I hadn't even fallen in love yet. Just because I had picked up a stupid pendant, I had to become some princess and die? Absolutely not. Ah! Huh? You scum! How dare you do that to a woman? Huh? Indeed. We won't forgive you for hurting a lady. Huh? To raise a hand to a woman runs counter to the code of a warrior, and to my personal code as well. Who are you? Well then, it looks like we are not on your side. Straight personified! Da-da-bum! Messengers of justice, pa-ching! That's terrible. Stop already, stop! What's with the pa-ching? Is it onomatopoeia, a sound effect? Really? It's no good? I thought it was cool. Well, how about the Super Friends of Justice? That might have been okay 10 years ago. No good then. The Boy Band of Justice? You've got the same time limitation problem there. Speaking of which, does anybody know what happened to Lance? I wonder what he's doing now. Except boy bands are back in now.
That tells you how old this was.
Still no good? What about the allies of justice? It's better, but still, nowadays, it's a little...
Still a problem. This is difficult.
You need to have a flair for naming things. And Jin, you can't really say that you're in touch with the latest trends. You don't even wear a cape.
That again? Are capes even trendy? Honestly, I never thought they were that cool myself. This is the second time you have underestimated us aficionados of capes. I'm going to kill you. What is with these people? They were just standing there and kidding around. What are you babbling about? If you stand in our way, you will be shown no mercy. Shut up! We're standing in your way right now, aren't we? Anyway, tell me honestly, do you think I'm not cool because I'm not wearing a cape? Why aren't you asking that guy? What, you're asking that guy? You're pretty insecure, Bo. Bo, just tell him already.
Right, oui, tu es très pathétique.
What? My what is the prosthetic? He seems to have misheard your French.
I somehow feel like we've already promised a duel.
Tayanojo, draw your sword! Captain, these men are fighting over something. Never mind that. Now was your chance. Finish the princess. Yes, then princess, prepare to meet your fate again! Huh? Yeah! Wing jet fist! Ah! Sparkle, I think he just did the Team Rocket is blasting off again. Who are you? The three of you were talking and talking, and I wasn't sure what would be the best timing for my appearance. I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question. I, as you can see, am a monk. I hope that doesn't sound too stuck up. Too stuck up.
You still haven't answered his question.
And you are?
Me? I'm just what I look like. An assassin.
An assassin and a monk. The perfect team. We are the Nirvana Express. Don't just put the two of us together like that. What's the problem? I think it's an excellent name. Nirvana Express? It's a great name, and I pity the fool who thinks otherwise. Who are you, Mr. T?
There is a certain resemblance.
Don't think I can just overlook that comment. Are you implying that I'm big and burly, or that I wear a huge, ugly necklace? Have these people come to save me? Maybe it was just me, but I felt like I was being ignored. One freak after another. Never mind. Kill the princess. Yes.
I see you're not coming to me.
Well then, I'll have to go to you. Fair play, indiscriminate slaughter! Ah! Ah! Eek!
What? Is that all?
Let me have a little fun. These people were strong. Very strong. These men who had suddenly appeared were cutting their way feverishly through the ninjas. Princess, are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Nishige, who are these people? Don't you remember? They're the ones who saved you at the festival. I do not know why they are here, though. Are they reinforcements from the castle? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, we must not relax our guard yet. I heard that. What sort of infidels would doubt a monk? You think we're the enemy? Then I'll cut you down if that's what you want. These were definitely the people I had seen in Hatsuhime's train. It was Yo and Bo and Jin and Monmon and... Huh? There was one more person whom I didn't know. What are these people? Damn! Captain! Ah! Retreat! Draw back and assemble reinforcements! The man who seemed to be the leader shouted this before slipping away like the tide. We were saved. Somehow. We had been saved. God, not this music! This music's just like, seriously. Hey! You guys were showing off by yourselves this whole time that we were fighting. It's your own fault, Jen. You wanted to impress a lady, too.
I don't see the problem. It is good that we did not kill anybody. But if you people don't kill them, I will. Either way, people die. That is incorrect, Tosai. I have no love for pointless slaughter. Saving the princess was pointless slaughter? Well, never mind. Either way, it's the same thing to me. But just hearing your pretty words makes me furious. No, it's fine. We've gotten rid of the assassins, and we got to steal the sea. Seeing as the Three Stooges over there were too busy fighting. Who are you calling the Three Stooges? Well, how about the Three Amigos then? You're in on this too? Anyway, if we stand here talking, those men are sure to come back in greater numbers. We should go. We are grateful for the assistance, but we would like to hear your reason for giving it. Never mind that, let's hurry up, and... It is my duty to protect the princess, and as long as I do not know your motivations, I cannot let you join us. Yeesh, you're uptight. We received a request from Sir Yahe Hanawa to rescue the princess. Do you have proof of that? No, we don't. It was a verbal contract. If we return the princess unharmed, we get our money. Money? What's wrong with you? We're not clan vassals like you. For a dangerous job like this, we need appropriate compensation, understand? I do understand. That's why I'm worried. What? Those who are bought with money will turn traitor for money. You could betray us at any time. So damn funny, Idosai. To hear the people we just saved tell us that we might betray them, how can you hear that and not laugh? If they want to die, let them, Shinosuke. After all, this man assumes that only a clan vassal can be considered a samurai. How pathetic. Hey, Idosai. No, I too must agree with Idosai. But no matter how long you wait, there's nobody but us masterless samurai coming to save you. All your fine friends are back at the castle wringing their hands. Oh, Jin. The sword! The sword! You have the sword that the old man lent you, right? Oh, this. Look. As Jin spoke, he reached for the sword at his waist. Huh. This is Sir Hanawa's. The old man said I should bring this along and lent it to me. Do you believe us now? Yes. My apologies. I will place my faith in you. No, it is your job to doubt us. Don't worry about it. In any case, we should be going. All right. Shall we hurry back the way we came on the highway? No, now we have the lady with us. We should keep concealed and proceed carefully, even if it takes longer. You're always so nice when it comes to women, Bo. That is because I am chivalrous. Chivalrous? Is that when you never get cold? Oh, never mind. He's right. The enemy might have more ninjas on their side. They might have horsemen or guns. Any place with high visibility is too dangerous. So, what do we do? It's something of a detour, but I know of a mountain path that connects to the highway. The enemy would not be able to move any large number of men there. Okay, we're agreed then. So let's hurry. But it would be faster to go on the highway, right? No matter how strong you are, Jin, you're not bulletproof. I've never been shot at, so I don't really know. Hey, wait! And this is how I found myself fleeing into the mountains with some very strange samurai. It was already full daylight, and we headed into the darkness of the overgrown forest. I thought I heard you say that you failed, but I can only assume that was a slip of the tongue, Kasumimaru. I beg your forgiveness. We had some unexpected interference, and the princess got away. And you just came slinking back in disgrace. I am gathering my men to go after them, and this time, Kasumimaru. Ugh. That's just a taste of your punishment. I assure you, it will not be pleasant. I know I deserve it. You weren't lying when you told me you would die for me, were you? Oh, certainly not. Until you have captured the princess or died trying, I do not want to see you in front of me again. Understood? Yes. Princess, the time for an easy death has come and gone. The longer you stay alive, the more you will suffer and despair. Oh, I don't know. Was that Onyxia crying again? I have no idea. Anyways, I listened to the rhythm of our footsteps. Onishige, this is a tough path. It must be very hard for the lady. that this deer trail is the only shortcut I know. I'll do my best. Don't worry, that's not what I meant. You walk at your own pace. If this is the only shortcut, then surely the enemy must know of this as well. When they don't find us on the road, they're going to start hunting in the mountains. I don't want to die in a place like this. Yo! No, it's okay. I'm pretty much used to it. Huh? Used to what? Us? She's used to all the things in earth and heaven. By the way, Princess, you seem somewhat livelier the last time we met. Are you tired? Well, yes. That's no surprise. These last few days, you haven't been able to get any rest. I bet you haven't had anything to eat, either. You, in front, stop talking and keep your eyes out for the enemy. And if you see them, be sure to tell me first. I'll make them my prey. You sociopath. Weak. Miss, don't worry about it. He's that sort of person. Well, he's just that sort of person. He wasn't exactly following up on that initial attempt at reassurance. You're not tired? No. If you push too hard, you won't be able to walk later and we'll be in trouble. Hey, guys, let's stop here and take a break. But you're already tired. Yes, what with my sheltered upbringing, I have very delicate legs. Jin! I wasn't talking about the princess, I was talking about myself, me! Maybe I'm getting old. I heard that. That's not what I meant either. What? What am I supposed to say then? Poor Jin, he can't say anything. He just can't say anything. The forest was so tranquil that the earlier chaos seemed like a lie. Even though it was summer, the leaves shielded us from the sun, and the air was cool. Listening to the birds call, I thought idly about my traveling companions. We'd spoken a little, but when I thought about it, I didn't even know all of their names. And even the ones I did know, it wasn't like I'd asked them their names myself. Jin and Yo went to keep lookout. Mon and Bo were searching for something to eat. The only people nearby were Munishige and that scary man. Was I supposed to have met them before? I didn't think so. I could almost believe that the fight earlier had been nothing but a dream. I wanted to get to know everybody now, while I had the chance. Alright, so I think this is going to be a point where I have to pick who I go talk to. So, are we decided if I want to go for Jin, or do I want to go with a Munishige romance? Because I think I've done everything I needed to actually get a Munishige romance, if that's what I'm aiming for. Jin is basically stop it, BB10. Jin is basically the main like love interest. Like, you know, he's the face. You know how like in otome, well, BB10 doesn't know, where you have the main guy, like he's the main guy. So I don't know. They told me it was okay to rest and my body was feeling a bit better, but I felt like I was being a burden. Oh shit. Shit. Alright, I guess it's Jin. I guess we're going with Jin. Alright, I didn't remember what the other ones were. I did save here, so I can always go back if we really, really want. Alright then, I'll go check on Jin and Yo. I'm going for a walk. Ugh. It was awful being glared at like that. I almost thought my heart might stop. I was just going to check on them for a bit. It was no big deal. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Yo was staring back in the direction we'd come from. Jin was facing the other way, watching the path ahead of us. If I talked to both of them at the same time, they wouldn't both be able to keep watch. It would probably be better if I just spoke with one of them for a little bit. I went over to Jin. He had saved me the first time I had been in danger. I needed to thank him. What is it, Princess? I'm sorry, would you mind if I asked you your name again? You don't have to be so tense and formal. I'm Junoseke Murasame, but everybody calls me Jin. You can call me Jim too. Mr. Jin. Just Jin. What is it? No, nothing. I was just thinking. You seem different from the first time I met you, but not in a bad way. Say my name one more time. Jin. Nice. Somehow it sounds so nice when you say it. Anyway, thank you for saving me that other time. I'm very glad to have met you. Oh, no big deal. I'm glad I met you too. They all seemed like very eccentric people. Please, I thought, let this all work out somehow. No, he has no internal filter at all. And that's one of the reasons why I love him. Alright, so I'm going to save over here. Like, if we want to go back, if you really want me to go back and do the Munishige romance, I can do that when we're done with this. I'm going to say that there. Because I really do like Munashige's romance. It's very sweet. After we had caught our breath, we started walking again. As we went, the path became narrower and more difficult, until we finally had to go to single file. I wasn't wearing shoes, which made walking even harder. I could hear Jin-Bo's voices behind me. It's strange. What is? There was no sign of pursuit. It's a good thing. Let's just hurry up and get out of this forest. I wish someone would show up. My sword is going to rust. Even if you'd enjoy it, the princess is here too, you know. Going at this slow pace, we're going to have to encounter the enemy sooner or later. It was my fault. Either way, we'll cut them down when we do meet them. So what's the difference? Are you chicken or something? Hey, don't talk about chicken. I'm so hungry. Oh, we go through this every time. When he says you're chicken, he means you're, well, a coward. Well, a coward? What's that? You don't need the well part. Have you seen Back to the Future, Jin? Don't be stupid. You know that's my favorite movie. Then how on earth can you not understand? Oh, that sort of chicken. You jerk! Do you really get it now? Of course I do. It's the name of Doc. It's the name that Doc doesn't like to be called. And he gets really mad. That was Marty. You guys sound like you're having a lot of fun there. What? You want in? Well, don't mind if I do then. By which I mean, you idiots. Pay attention to to protecting the princess. Why are you the only one trying to play this straight? No, this isn't part of some comic act. I'm seriously asking you to do this. We need to protect the princess just before her wedding, after all. Just before her wedding? What a nice phrase. If you react that way, you're not going to be one of the characters you get at the end of the game anymore. No! He's a complete sub-character, this guy. Oh, yo, that's mean! I mean, based on the time I've spent reading my lines, I must be a main character. I don't think you're a main character. You were in some pain, but here you just don't make the cut. But I have an image song and everything! What should I do? I have an image song. Okay, this is actually hilarious. I don't know if they do it anymore, but back in the day, like, they would have these visual novels and then they'd have, like, albums, like, vocal albums with songs with the characters. The voice actors would actually sing songs and stuff, and they call them image albums. So, I'm sorry, I had to explain that. I just find it hilarious. Okay. What about being a little bit nicer to the girl? Nice, you say, but I don't really understand girls. They say, oh, all I want is a gentleman, but what they're really after is some fruity ice queen or a glasses wearing stones in a bed. It's true! Mon understands! He understands! What did you say? Nothing. At last, we have some visitors. I know we're here. Quick, report to the captain. It looks like we have been found. You can't just let them go back. I will. Oh, the rest of you go on ahead. There are 2 of them. I can handle it on my own. I'll go too. I don't need help. They're my prey. Having declared this, he sprinted off between the trees after the retreating ninjas. The screams of birds echoed through the forest. His eyes had somehow looked especially alive just then. And that was definitely scary. How could you like killing people that much? Don't worry about it. That's just the sort of creature he is. Huh? A tragic demon possessed by his own sword, although he does come in useful at times like this.
Anyway, Princess, let's hurry on ahead.
Yes, our enemies might soon be back. Yes. I wanted to hurry, but I was already going as fast as I could.
Princess, you may ride on my back if you like. Please, you are clearly tired.
What? No, I'm fine.
No need to hesitate, or do you doubt my incredible strength? Now hurry up. I'm gonna keep walking. Come on, no problem, no problem.
Let's just forget about this. I can still walk on my own.
That may be true, but it's painful for you, isn't it? I won't think badly of you. Now I'm up on my back.
Wait, Maman! What are you... So in the end, he picked me up and carried me, and I proved totally unable to resist.
Maman is adorable. Hang on tight now. We're going to run a bit faster.
Okay.
Sulu, warp 5.
Wait! Hey, Mon, if you go too fast, the poor princess will come flying off.
Sorry about that. Still, the princess is really light, like a feather.
Really? I have to admit, I was a little bit happy to hear that.
And besides,
yes?
I love the feeling of a young girl. Soft and squishy.
What?
How dare you show disrespect to the princess, you filthy monk!
Right back where we started, huh? I think he actually made things worse.
Wow, Buddhism is the best religion ever! Next up, Love Nest Heights! Now stopping at Love Nest Heights. Please press the buzzer if you would like to get off. That's an incredibly sketchy name for a bus stop.
But in any case, yes, this is my stop! Ding, 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 ding!
The buzzer is out of order and we cannot stop.
What? No way!
Oh, for the love of...
Say, Bo, do you think he'll be okay by himself? Are you talking about Idosai? I don't imagine that we'll have any difficulty. He should catch up with us soon. Are you perhaps worried about him? What? Are you saying the more they fight, the closer they are? Are you slashing them? Slash? Like slashing tires? Speaking of which, we need to keep an eye out for the ESRB, what with the questionable content and all. Why are you looking at me? I'm over the age of consent in all of Europe, not to mention Canada and most of the southern US.
Oh my god, they did not! Oh shit! Oh god, I know this is the reason I love this visual novel. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, why are you worried about Idosai?
I just have a bad feeling. It's probably just my imagination.
By the way, where's Bonmon? Up ahead.
Oh!
He's reverted to his natural state. Were we actually going to be able to escape like this? As the princesses and her escorts hurried single file up the mountain trail, sharp eyes watched their movement from far above. Keep running, tire yourselves out for me. The ninjas perched among the trees used mirrors to signal the whereabouts of their prey to their comrades on the ground. The noose was gradually tightening around the princess.
Captain, I will go after them. Give the signal.
Don't be so impatient. I will not allow any more mistakes. We will bear them down little by little and then capture the princess once and for all. The opportunity will certainly come, and when it does, we will seize the moment and bring them down. That very strategy is our specialty after all.
Sir!
Understood? They are formidable opponents. We must not rush the attack and begin fighting wildly.
Sir!
As long as we take our time, our blades will not waver. I will teach you to fear Kasumimaru Fuma, down to the very marrow of your bones. Lord Harimoto, wait and see.
Go! Yes, sir!
At Kasumimaru's signal, the ninja sped off in all directions. While he watched this, Kasumimaru himself leapt at as nimbly as a squirrel from tree to tree. Above his mask, his eyes shone with an uncanny light, as if they burned with some secret ambition. Somehow, I feel like we're being watched. Indeed. There's nobody here. No, Yo's intuition is correct. Who is it? I brought them down. They were unworthy opponents. Hey, Yo, is he the one you sensed earlier? No, I can recognize Idosai by his bloodthirsty aura. He's somebody else I sensed. Really? I'm telling the truth. In any case, it is good to be cautious. We should proceed quietly and carefully. Yes. Jin, don't make a ruckus. Why do you say that to me? Mon finally let me down, and I began to walk as well. The joking atmosphere vanished as if it had never been, and we felt quiet. The silence was oppressive. I couldn't help but think this after all the noise just a moment ago. I felt like I was being forced to walk a tightrope. Yo, Maman and Monoshige were walking a little bit ahead of me. Okay, alright, they're ahead. Just behind me were Jin-Bo and Idosai. They seemed to have fallen naturally into this formation as they guarded me. I wondered if I could get someone to talk to me. The tension kept up like this, I might start to go a little crazy. Alright, turning around, I waited for Bo and the others to catch up to me. They were all walking all making the same intent face, and they all had their hands on the hilts of their swords as if they were guarding against an enemy that might appear at any time. Would they get mad if I tried to make conversation at a time like this? But pathetic as it was, I just had to talk to somebody. What would the real Hatsukime do at a time like this? She probably would have shown a lot more resolve than I was right now. I was feeling so discouraged. I talked to somebody for just a little bit, so I could get back my fighting spirit. Jin, because we're gonna try for Jin. Jin, what is it? Are you tired? No, Jin, I was thinking, you and Idosai don't seem to be on the best of terms. You're treading on a minefield there. Sorry, it's okay. You just can't trust a guy like him. All that skill, and all he can think about is killing people. How can you possibly trust a guy like that? Well, I suppose. But it has nothing to do with you, Princess. He's keeping all that separate from this job. And if anything does happen, I'll be sure to protect you. Yes. I mean, like I am now. I didn't mean anything weird when I said that. It's my job. I protect you because it's my job. Shinosuke, your voice is rather loud. Sorry. The sound of our footsteps broke through the droning of the insects. Just a little bit ahead, there is a bathhouse that was used in the Warring States period. Let's rest there for tonight. Hot springs. I would certainly appreciate that. Eh, Princess? Yes, that sounds great. Hey, that cheered you up. You ladies like your personal hygiene, don't you? Darn straight. How many days had it been since I'd last taken a bath? Maybe I was starting to smell. May I ask one question, Monoshige? What is it? Are the baths at this hot spring co-ed? No! Mon, stop! What? Co-ed? There aren't separate beds for men and women, but we will obviously bathe at different times. But it would be dangerous for the princess to be by herself, and won't she be lonely? What do you think you're saying? This isn't working, is it? And it's not going to work. If the princess needs a bodyguard, then I will go with her. What? Where did that come from? That is a good idea, but I have occasionally been called androgynous, what with my long hair. Perhaps the princess would feel more at ease around me. Androgynous. Well, in that case, I'm the little boy around here. Lady wouldn't be bothered by me, right, miss? Totally wrong there, yo. Co-ed? Let's think about this for a moment, everyone. I threw away worldly pleasures to follow the path of Buddha, which means that the princess could relax and then? And then whoosh! She takes off all her clothes. Whoosh! What's wrong with you, you perverted monk? Perverted monk? If you mock a priest, you'll find yourself in the pits of hell! Which one of us is going to hell? Co-ed? This was bad. At this rate? I appreciate everyone's concern, but I'll take a bath by myself. Well then. Onishige, you almost look disappointed. Well, it's just that I had gotten used to the princess coming up to me and saying, Onishige, let's take a bath. Let's take a bath. Oh? That was when I was a little, right? And your little bottom was so round and light and bouncy? Oh. This was when I was little, right, Onishige? She had a birthmark shaped like an elephant. The two of us used to sing, Mr. Elephant, Mr. Elephant. It is very weird. It is very weird. Shall we relive old times and try that again tonight in the bath? You know, Mr. Elephant, Mr. Elephant. Yes, we should put our hearts into it. Mr. Elephant? Huh. Out of idle curiosity, would you perhaps like to see my Mr. Elephant? No! Shit, no! No! For fuck's sake! Bo, no. But I think I'll pass on that. Whew. Yes, well, we may yet have another opportunity. What sort of opportunity? Jin, are you disappointed that there's no co-ed bathing? What? No, not at all. That has nothing to do with anything. It's okay. I'll take a bath with you. What's okay about that? Don't say stupid stuff like that. Well, aren't you a happy-go-lucky bunch? What? I could have participated in the conversation instead of standing there and scowling. I have no need to involve myself in your ridiculous chatter. One ridiculous chatterbox right over here. Why are you pointing at me? People have been known to choke themselves to death. Well, if you people die, that only means more prey for me. I would have no objection. On the other hand... You scum! You can finish that sentence after I kill you. Dry your sword, Idosai! Interesting. Stop it, both of you. Hey, everybody. It looks like we've made it to the hot springs. I'm not killing you, BB-10. This is hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, this is going to feel wonderful. What a wonderful hot spring. And all the way up in these mountains, too. Indeed. Those who behave virtuously will find rewards in unexpected places. The hand of Buddha has guided us here. It just doesn't sound convincing coming from you, Mon. Buddha will punish you for that. Besides, if I don't say it, who will? By the way, how is it that such a nice hot spring isn't being used anymore? In the Warring States period, this spring was prized for its ability to cure sword wounds. But in these peaceful times, well, also, the path here is very steep. True, but how did you find out about this place? I have a weakness for hot springs. The truth is, it was hearing that Kitahama Castle had hot springs that lured me there. It was inexcusable. I should have stopped. Oh, that's because because I was a glutton. I'm sorry. Princess, you're covering for one of your vassals. If you were your usual self, I would certainly be getting beaten with a shoe right now. I do horrible things like that? You can't judge people by appearances, I guess. She does seem to have a certain fighting spirit. Indeed she does. Ow! More! Please, mistress! No! What? Are you into SM? The only size I fit into is XL. You know, I'm not talking about clothes. Ah, that was the first good straight line you've given me. Have you gotten used to this a little? Well, what is this, clown college? Because I could never have imagined that you would cover for one of your vassals. I was so very happy that I seem to have exaggerated somewhat. Please forgive me. So the shoe-hitting thing was a lie, right? That's a relief. Anyway, let's hurry up and get in the hot springs. Yes, I want to get in the bath as soon as possible. So let's get naked. What? Were they going to undress in front of me? You! If you undress in front of the princess, I will cut you down. No good, then. Well, that's as may be, but if we're talking about an innocent young boy like me... Hey, wait! It was a joke! Wait, Jin-Bo, you're undressed already? Huh? Yeah! I saw them! Why are they naked? For 1 second, I let my guard down, and at least cover yourselves. Right. There's nothing right about this. I had no idea where I was supposed to look. I'm not getting in. I have no desire to socialize with you people.
Oh, don't be so stiff, Itasai. Taking a group bath once in a while facilitates communication. Or is there some other reason you don't want to get in? What? Do you think we're little boys on a field trip? Ha! I just don't want to surprise you too much. Surprise us? What was it now? What's the surprise? What is it? You're not talking about your floppily dopplies, are you? Your floppily dopplies. No, go away. Maybe not. Was Itasai looking at Jin's crotch? Oh my god. I guess it. Oh shit. I bet BB Ten's over there freaking the fuck out. I don't know what that is. It's like leather straps? What's with the attitude? Wait, did you just laugh when you looked at me, you jerk? Jin, cut it out. You people, your fronts. Cover your fronts. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 6. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not hearing anything. Let's leave those two alone and get in. Excellent idea. Huh? This is... No way. Hey, everybody, come here. Huh? What? Everybody's gathered around. What is it? What's happening? Why is everybody laughing? I had a feeling that I'd just seen something I shouldn't have. Well, I'd probably never be able to get married. Yeah, I know. 2 plus 2 isn't 6. I think she's just freaking out. It was good to take a bath. After spending all that time hidden under the floor. How many days had it been? Although I got a little nervous when I thought about how everybody else was just on the other side of that big rock. But still, it should be fine. They were all gentlemen. Probably. Maybe. It was a bit lonely being by myself, but it wasn't like I could go over there with the rest of them. I needed to just relax and enjoy myself. I'd been so shocked back then, though. All of them taking off their clothes in front of me. It was the first time I'd seen a naked man up close, and there had been so many of them. Great. Now I was remembering it. How embarrassing. I submerged my face in the hot spring to stop my blushing. It was so quiet. The mountains had an air of autumn about them. The night wind was pleasantly cool. During my long soak, I was enjoying the pleasant sensation of being able to completely stretch out my legs. Normally, I would never pay attention to it, but now it felt unbelievably good. I wonder what's happening back at home. I had become Hatsuhime, and I was now in the distant past. It had been 3 days. It had already been 3 days. What had happened to my real self during that time? If I had just disappeared, my mom and dad would be so worried. Mom, Dad. Maybe it was because I was relaxing in the hot spring, but all of a sudden all sorts of thoughts floated through my mind. It was hard to believe that it had been all I could do to stay alive these past 3 days. I wanted to go back to the world where the real me was, killing people or getting killed. I was sick of it. I wanted to go home. But it will all work out, somehow. All I could do was have faith. We would get away safely, and then I would get to go back to my own world, probably. No, definitely. I should get out soon. I can stretch out. I wondered if Itasai had ended up not getting in after all. That would be a waste. This was such a nice hot spring. Was everybody else still in the water? Uh-oh. We're gonna quickly look. I'm sorry, BB10, I'm sorry. And no, there is not an ending where all the dudes end up together. No. I should probably take a quick look. Maybe they were just being really quiet over there. But then maybe they'd gotten out already. Did men really wash each other's backs in the bath? I was kind of curious. Besides, somebody might be drowning or something. I had to take a look for safety's sake. Why was I even bothering to make excuses? Well, time to see what everyone was up to. Jin and Yo, I guess. I wondered how Jin and Yo were doing. I could
hear their voices.
No! Right, next time is the medicinal herb bath. I'll go first.
Hey, Jin, wait a second. I was going to go first.
Like they say, first come, first served. See if you can catch me.
Hey, wait up, Jin!
No matter what you say, you're not getting in front of me.
You always get so caught up in these things, Jin. Jin, in front of you, your feet!
Which one of us, huh? I'm first. Yes.
I have to admit, Jin made a pretty impressive sound as he tripped and fell spectacularly.
Yeesh, yeesh. That's why I tried to warn you there was a hole right in front of you, you know. Eek! Ow! And the first one in is me. And for all that, Yo sprang nimbly forward and jumped into the hot spring ahead of Jin. What I like... BB10's dead. He's dead. What I like about this game, you know how like all of the other like the other harem, like the harem games for guys, I don't know what they call them. Like, there's always a hot spring back and you're always seeing the girls in the hot springs. Well, we actually get to see the guys in the hot springs. Yay for us ladies. Yes, yes. Jin's... BB10's still dead. Hey, I'm about to get out. Okay. That was a nice bath, wasn't it, miss? Yeah. It's been bothering me for a while now, but don't you think you were speaking a little too casually to the princess of our clan? Are we? Are you? She may be your princess, your precious princess Munishige, but we are wandering samurai. There are no masters and servants here. Nonetheless. Again? I could hear the group bantering on the other side of the rock. They were like the Three Stooges, except there were more of them. They were kind of endearing and not too hard on the eyes either, but still, I hadn't heard this much constant muffled snickering since the special unit of 6th grade health class. Maybe it was a good thing there was no public education system yet. They all seemed like the sort who'd throw spitballs at the teacher, with possible exceptions of Bo and Idosai. Idosai would probably throw rocks. Everybody, hide! Huh? Huh? Princess, take cover! Whoa! Several ninjas appeared where the sound had come from. Jin was still in the middle of putting his clothes on. This is our chance. Die! My belt! Calm down, Jin! Yeah! Jin, hurry! I can't face this many of them on my own! First you tell me to calm down, now you tell me to hurry? Which is it? Whichever! You're taking too long. You need to learn to just throw your clothes on like I do. You're rushing me, and now the front of my Hayori is backwards. At a time like this, who really cares? I do! My poor dead grandmother told me it was bad luck. There, it's fixed. Hey, what are you muttering over there? You unsightly things, you deserve to die. Then come and get us. Ah! What? Sorry I'm late. I was having trouble with my hair. Did we keep you waiting, yo? Well, you can relax now. Ninja, I will be your opponent. Well then, let me show you my sword as well. I'll take my prey down first. The surprise attack failed. Retreat! There was the sound of footsteps racing away. The ninjas disappeared like the wind. That was close. They panicked and ran off more easily than I thought they would. It seems they were not aiming directly at the princess. Before you capture the king, you must first capture the knights. The one they were after was... Huh? What? Me? It was because Jin dawdled putting on his clothes. Even still, I thought the princess was the only one we had to protect. I was not on my guard. Interesting. This makes it even better. We can do nothing but make sure to stand watch and get some rest. It is only natural that the enemy would want to eliminate our fighting power. Jin, are you all right? Oh, I'm fine now. The next time that bunch come around, I'll give them a taste of my steel. Just don't trip us up next time, okay, Jin? What are you acting all high and mighty about? Your belt? Jin's belt was clumsily tied and coming undone. I reached my hands around his waist and retied it. There, that's better.
Thanks. You know, there's something wonderful about the way girls smell after they get out of the bath.
You're flaring your nostrils.
Oh, my belt is kind of loose too.
Huh?
Now that I think about it, so is mine.
What? Unbelievable! Now my belt has come untied!
How did this happen?
You stop it! Your ulterior motives are blatantly obvious. Damn, mine won't come untied. Even fucking Idosai is getting in on it. You too, Idosai. Idosai's leather belt looked like it would be difficult to fasten once it was undone. When I imagined him putting it on, I had to laugh.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Whew. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save here.